aleatori que ha fet la Marta Camp d'Arròs perquè és meravellós. No, lo ha tirado, la tía.
¿En serio?
Sí, sí. Salgo yo en plan.
Me dice, lo digo. A ver, que me da la gana, pero te va a
Marta está
matar.
chalada, soy muy fan.
Mitja horeta més. De xavarrón, no? Si plou a saco, que aguantant aquí, no? Ja. Ui, hòstia, que t'enganxo el peu. Tu? Aquí, tu de perxa.
Queda't això i ja.
Pregunta si et senten. Pregunten si et senten. Jo què sé. Sí, senten.
Allà.
Atenció, 4 minuts passen de les 9 de la tarda, escalfen els porters del Barça, escalfa Jasper Sindreixet i escalfa Marc André Ter Stegen. Seguim amb una fan camp fantàstica. Atenció, vinga, ara es tracta de farcollir els motors. Aquesta família que estan tots tres empadalits, veiem l'escalfament. Hola, 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 hello. Estan tots tres impertèrrits, observant els porters. Acaïm els locos. Hola, família. Ens ajudeu als del costat. Els podeu avisar. Mengen pipes tots tres a ritme, però els locos de moment no, A veure, qui se recorda de mirar una mica la fanga? Hola, què tal? Que tu pots ser protagonista. A veure què tal. Estem buscant tres percussionistes de bongos cubers, de bongos blaugranes. Les nostres... Aquí tenim, va.
Hello, everyone.
Hello, everyone. Hello. We're live.
How are
Supposedly
you?
we're live. Are we live?
Can you hear anything? Yeah,
No,
we're live.
nothing. Just
Okay.
I can hear Mauri.
We are live.
perfectly.
We're live. We're
Okay.
live. We're live
Anyway.
here on Facebook and Periscope from Camp Nou.
Yes. Okay. Solve up. Yeah. Don't hear anything right now. Hello, everyone from the Camp Nou. It's rainy. It's windy.
It's windy.
I don't know if we were gonna fly away.
It might happen, yeah. I have another umbrella right there.
We don't really know
I
we were
don't
gonna
want
use
to
it, but
use-
we're here because in the rush, there's a guy called Ter Stegen for maybe 15 minutes.
Yeah, he's been screaming.
Yelling at Ter Stegen,
Ter
and I
Stegen.
only hear that guy, Ter Stegen, and I'm not hearing her. So I don't know. Welcome to the warm-up show.
this is
Welcome. Where are
this
you
is
watching us from? Because
Look at this.
from Twitter, Periscope, YouTube, Facebook Live. all
Trying
the
to connect
people-
it right now to see where are you
Yes.
following us from.
Please, kid, shut up. Please. Horrible.
We're hearing everyone.
I
Okay.
love kids, but you know, this
He's
kind
all-
of gel.
Yes,
I mean,
there's
it's just-
that. Maybe you
Maybe
can
it's
hear
my
them.
ear.
I don't know. Anyway, Be nice. The kid is so cute. He's wearing the full Ter Stegen kit from some years ago. And maybe he wants to be a goalkeeper in the future. Kids usually want to be strikers. They want to be Messi. I think it's really nice.
I don't know if he's going to be a footballer, okay, but he could be a speaker in 10 years.
Definitely. Alex Santacana, they're coming for you. Alex is the speaker at Camp Nou. He's the guy saying the lineup for every game. And yeah, one day this kid might just take his place, you know. Okay, the wind is really, really heavy. You can see that in our hairs, especially mine.
Looks like kind of turbulences here.
This was a plane.
Imagine you are on a plane right now. If you're on a plane, it'd be like a plane like this again.
I would love that. I love turbulences.
Yes.
They are...
Strange.
No, keep screaming. I'm
No,
okay with that.
I
think it's funny. I think it's funny. Anyway,
okay, it's raining.
who are we playing tonight? We're playing Real Sociedad here at Camp Nou. And you know, Real Sociedad is a team that we always find a lot of trouble when...
This is incredible.
One thing, you might... Stop it. Rodrigo, please, turn this off.
Sure, okay.
Okay, no umbrella.
My God. I'm praying.
No umbrella.
This is the worst next thing, okay?
No umbrella.
No,
We were saying, we're playing Real Sociedad.
Okay,
That's
you can tell us anything about the show. We don't have a good time, okay?
Today is a difficult day here in Barcelona because it's raining and we are not really used to rain. Here we are a city that's always sunny and everything, and there's some rain and some wind and everyone goes crazy. But
She doesn't like water, okay? She doesn't like drink water.
But I love
Doesn't
the
like
rain.
green.
No,
She
I love rain. I love it.
No, you doesn't like green.
Green,
But
yeah. I
She
can
likes
do
rain.
it.
She likes turbulences, okay? That's Georgina Lejeune.
1 second.
And she's leaving.
Somebody told me that you need to take this.
Why?
I don't know why.
Oh.
Just take it.
So-
It's a present.
Okay,
It's a
okay,
present.
okay.
It's a present
Right.
for you.
Okay,
No,
thank
for you, only for you. Okay, we've been through the show for more than 3 minutes, and we still haven't talked about our rival for tonight. So just let's give it a shot. We're playing Real Sociedad. Tough team. We always have a lot of trouble winning them when we play away, when we play at Anoeta. It's always a stadium that we tend to lose. We tend to get draws against them. But when they come to Camp Nou, we tend to get nice results against them. Okay.
Yeah, sure. I think I'm confident on today's game because, you know, I mean, Barça is so close to get the Liga title, so close.
We are so close to that. We're gonna talk about that in a few minutes because everyone is like counting when will we be able to become the Liga champions. There are also the Champions League games in between. We're going to talk about that in a few minutes, but before that, this year here we have a surprise. Nice surprise, really cute surprise.
Yes.
This week has been the Barça Academies International Cup. A lot of academies from all over the world have come here to Camp Nou to play. Kids that play football in Barça Academies have come here to Barcelona to play this cup.
Yeah.
And when they stay for this game, and we have a couple of them here that they are going to escort the players. Actually,
Yeah, they should.
they're going to
go with
accompany
the
them
players
when they
right
step on the
after.
pitch. Yeah, and well, we're just gonna let them in.
Yeah, come on. Are you
Come here.
ready? We're gonna welcome
here,
you all
guys.
to Subin.
Come
and
here in the middle.
Sierra. Sierra?
Hey,
Hello, Sierra.
how are you?
Subin.
Good.
Doing good? Are you doing good?
I'm doing very good.
Where are you from?
I am from Singapore.
Singapore.
Yes, I'm from Singapore.
You, Sierra, where are you from?
I'm from Canada.
Canada. From Edmonton, isn't it?
Yes.
How many?
How many hours from Singapore?
And so I first went from Singapore to Frankfurt to Madrid, and I took a high-speed train to Barcelona.
Oh, amazing. And are you excited to be here?
Yes, I'm so excited.
What about you, Sierra?
I'm really excited.
How many hours does it take from Canada to come here?
About 11. Yeah.
Are the people in Edmonton Barça fans?
Not that many, more hockey fans.
More hockey fans. Do you play hockey?
No,
No.
I have never played hockey. But you play hockey on ice. I mean, your friends, right? We don't have ice here, so there are some people that play hockey on ice, but it's not like a common sport here. But in Canada, I imagine.
Sarah, you're playing in a team where all the people are boys and you are the only girl, isn't it? How-
More girls. There are no girls in my team. And also in one of the game against Charlotte, I scored a goal. And we won against Charlotte 4-0.
Okay, and how did you celebrate the goal?
I celebrated by doing a bundle. Then after I scored a goal, the game was over. Then we piled on top of each other.
Very nice. Sarah, imagine you're scoring a goal here at the Camp Nou. How would it feel? Like, how would you celebrate it?
I don't know. I'd probably celebrate with my team. And yeah.
How does it feel to play in a team full of boys and you being the only girl?
It's different than playing with the girls because I think the boys are more competitive and they're a little bit faster. But it's fun.
And who is your favorite player?
Messi or Coutinho.
Coutinho.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Well, you're gonna be here with the rest of the team, trying to escort them into the pitch. I mean, are you nervous, excited?
I'm excited. Yeah.
Do you know who player are you going with?
I think maybe Piqué. Yeah. Yeah.
And you?
My favorite teammate is Messi.
Messi!
You're going with Messi. Going out with Messi.
Yes, I was the last one in the line, so I'm with Messi.
Real.
Wow, lucky guy. This guy here will be accompanying Messi to the pitch, right?
Yeah.
You're gonna be the Messi from Singapore.
Yeah.
How do you tell your parents and friends that you're going out with Messi or Piqué?
Because I'm the last one in the line, so I might be with Messi.
It's gonna be maybe something you will never forget. This.
Yeah, for sure.
What do your parents think about this? About Barça? About coming here to travel with the Barça Academy?
Oh,
They were
poor kid.
happy for me to see me play against other academies. Yeah.
Oh, nice, great.
Update on what's happening here. Our producer.
Are you cold?
Yeah. I am so cold.
Do you need something? You are used to it because in Canada it's a cold country, and Sierra looks at us and is like, "How can you be cold? It's so, it's so okay."
It's very cold. Yeah, very cold.
Somebody told me that you built a robot.
Yeah.
Is that true?
Yes, I built a robot and it delivers some drinks and juice so that the soccer players will stay healthy.
That's really nice, the message. I mean, I built a robot to bring some juices and say.
But I've seen videos from the robot. Tell us more about the robot. What does it? What do we use it for? What's its goal?
I use it for keeping the soccer players healthy.
So basically, correct me if I am wrong, it is a robot that provides with water to the players, yeah?
Yes.
It's got wheels,
Yes.
and it brings the water to the other players, right? And how did you build this? Did you do it alone or at school, or how did you build it?
I built it every day I went for a 1-hour ride to Woodlands. And I built a robot there. What?
Cool.
And there's somebody helping me. Yorin Amanda was helping me.
Yeah, I can hear you well. I can hear you well. He might fly away. He's like Batman, but in pink. He's okay.
Okay. So, do you want to tell the people, because I guess all your family and friends are watching us through Twitter, through Periscope, Facebook, YouTube. Do you want to tell them something, Sierra?
My sister and father left from Argentina. They only watched one game. Then they left from Argentina. Now my father is watching me.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Tell them something.
Which country are you from and what's your name?
What about you, Sierra? You want to tell them something?
I don't know, just hi.
Just hi. Last question for you guys, okay? We're playing Real Sociedad tonight. Do you have a prediction? I want to know the exact result and who is going to score the goals.
I think it's going to be 3-1.
Yeah?
I think Messi's going to score, Coutinho, and maybe one of them again. I don't know.
Okay, why
How
not?
about you?
I think that Messi's going to score.
The result?
I think it's going to be like 3-2.
You're not confident in Ter Stegen.
What?
You're not confident in Ter Stegen.
What does that mean?
The goalkeeper.
You think Real Sociedad is going to score 2 goals?
Yes.
But we're gonna score 3, right?
Yeah.
We're going to win tonight?
Yeah.
Can you say Forza Barça?
Forza Barça.
1, 2, 3 to the camera, okay? 1, 2, 3.
Forza Barça.
Okay, thank you very much,
Thank you
guys.
very much.
Have a good time, and thank you very
Thank
much
you.
for coming, okay? I hope you have a nice trip back to your country, okay?
Well,
Okay.
this has been the best interviews we've ever made so far here on the...
I wanted to go to the stands and talk with some people, but I think we cannot get any better than this.
No, I mean, my God, so full of power, of energy,
Amazing.
so small, both of them.
No,
They're
but
going to
they
be with
were-
Messi and Piqué, I mean...
And I mean, Sierra was exaggerating a bit with the warm thing. I mean, it's cold right now.
It's not really cold.
I know, it's 16 degrees. But with the wind and the rain, it feels like way less.
Well, what do you think about these kids? I mean, they have been so top. Massive.
Did you said that you used to play football when you were a kid?
Sorry?
I know you can't hear me because everyone is screaming here at Camp Nou. Everyone is cheering for the team. So my question for you was, you said sometimes that you used to play football when you were a kid.
Yeah, true, yeah.
At what age did you start?
I think it was like 3, 4 years old.
Oh, you're so small. You were so small.
Yeah.
How old was he? He was 5, I think.
Uh,
He was 5.
he-
Yeah,
yeah, 5 years old.
and that's almost the age.
I think kind of the same.
Did you ever? You are from Gijón. Did you ever escort any players from Gijón to the
No,
pitch?
never.
How would that have felt?
It would have been for me like a dream come true, and I understand them all.
Yeah, sure.
Because it's such a good place, such a nice stadium with these kind of players. I mean, it's just amazing.
Here at Camp Nou, the kids from Barcelona. I mean, this is very unusual. It's Barça Academy kids, and they escort the players. But players from kids from Barcelona and Catalonia, they can come to Camp Nou and take a picture with the whole team before the game starts. Just right after the anthem and before the game starts, there are so many kids that they have to take 2 pictures with every group. But this happens at every game here at Camp Nou, and a lot of kids make the dreams come true. Match day after match day. And I don't know what's wrong with Rodrigo. Anyway, we're just gonna go with the lineup, and you're saying it on the left. And tonight, Barça is playing with Ter Stegen as a goalkeeper. By the way, I have the speaker saying it behind me. And with Piqué and Lenglet, accompanied by Jordi Alba and Semedo on the back, with Rakitic, Vidal, and I can see the lineup, sorry. Vidal, and on the front with Messi, Dembele, and Suarez. I'm missing someone on the midfield, but I can't have the lineup. So, anyway, on the midfield, I'm missing on him. Arthur, I was missing Arthur. Sorry, I wrote the lineup. So long ago. Good squad, very strong squad for tonight. After you're back. I was saying the lineup, and it is a strong.
Yeah, we can
squad for
repeat it.
tonight.
Ter Stegen,
Yeah,
okay, with
sorry, I was
Semedo,
missing
Jordi Alba, with
Piqué,
Lenglet
Lenglet.
and Piqué, and then in the midfield you got Arthur,
Arthur,
Rakitic,
Rakitic,
and
Vidal.
Arturo Vidal, with Dembele, Messi and Suarez.
Yeah.
Nice
I
one.
was sorry. I was saying it by heart, and I was like terrible because I couldn't remember who was in the midfield with Vidal and Rakitic. But yeah, no, Arthur, very very good lineup. After the last La Liga game that we played at El Alcoraz in
Yes.
Huesca, with a lot of players
Changes,
resting, and yeah, it's good to see the key players back on the
Yes,
back on the lineup?
I think because it's something needed. I mean, you don't have to play Champions League in between. I mean, you're playing away, you're playing against Alaves, which is a difficult stadium as well. But I mean,
I
since
think he's
Atletico
gonna get a lot of
Madrid,
rotations there.
yeah, but since Atletico Madrid won earlier this afternoon, I think you have to play with everything you have to try to get the 3 points and try to be. I think is Valverde's intention to try to get the title as soon as possible, so you can focus on Champions League and you can rotate and give people some rest.
I agree with you.
It's maybe not the thing that I would like to do because I want to win the title at the last minute of the last game, you know, but
No, but having the Champions League going on, I think it's really important that we focus on it right now. If we play a good game tonight and we have a very strong lineup to do so, I hope we can get a win out of tonight, and then we can have like a rotation,
yeah, true. Yeah.
a lineup full of rotations in Vitoria,
Yeah.
and then back on track with key players here at Camp Nou against Levante.
Yeah, because I think you have to rotate in Vitoria because, I mean, Atletico Madrid is playing on Wednesday, so they're going to rotate once again. I mean,
It's raining.
yeah, it's raining a
It's
lot.
officially raining. And
And the kid yelling, Ter Stegen is back once again.
today's being a warm
I like it, I
full
like
of
it.
issues.
Yeah.
It's raining.
It's the most
windy.
difficult one
We
so
don't have
far.
any kind of
nothing.
we can hear ourselves. We don't. I myself didn't have the lineup. We have a kid like.
Oh, but anyway, this is funny. This is
Yeah.
a warm-up show. If not, we were
like I think
on a television, you know, trying to be so boring, so bored with now.
No, we love when there are a lot of things that we can control going on.
Yeah, true.
Let's take a look at Barca's calendar.
Look,
in La Liga.
we're gonna focus,
this is the
okay,
kid.
with the
This is
kid,
the kid.
okay?
23
Terrible
minutes.
kid. The terrible kid. Yes, yes. And yeah. Keep the camera there, please. So he's gonna be so he's gonna be quiet. It's funny, okay? You put the camera on him and he doesn't yell any longer. You should interview him when you go to the stands.
Maybe I'll go.
Yeah.
No.
Go, please.
Should I
Go,
should I
please.
go there?
Yes. And tell him to shut up.
I just go there and whatever. But the players are training and
Yeah,
are
that's
warming
right.
up.
Anyway, it's gonna be a cold night.
I was saying that why not? Shouldn't we take a look at Barca's calendar and think of when we can become La Liga champions?
Okay.
Okay.
So you're gonna play. It's impossible to be champions today.
It is impossible that we are La Liga champions today.
Okay. Could it be possible to win the Liga if you win in Alaves?
The game against Alaves on Tuesday. If we win there, we can be champions only if the day after Atletico Madrid doesn't win.
So,
that would make us winners on Wednesday.
so on Wednesday,
Not on Tuesday.
if you win in Vitoria
On Tuesday, we won't.
and Atletico Madrid
Doesn't
loses,
win. Doesn't win.
okay, so doesn't win.
But doesn't win.
Doesn't really matter
we-
if they draw or lose. Okay, that's nice.
That
So you
makes us champions on Wednesday. Okay. So not today, not on Tuesday, maybe on Wednesday. But
Maybe on
my
Wednesday,
bet
okay.
is that we are going to win tonight, that we are going to win in Vitoria.
Yeah.
But that Atletico Madrid is also going to win on Wednesday. So next game is here at Camp Nou, back at Camp Nou with all the fans. And we're playing Levante on
Yeah.
Saturday at 8:50.
Yeah, the same time that
45.
today. Yeah.
Yeah, same
So-
schedule as tonight.
So in 7 weeks exactly,
7 days.
we're gonna be here.
We're going to be here again.
7 days, yeah.
In 7 days? 7 weeks.
Yeah.
7 weeks.
The thing is that
I don't know.
as long as I don't hear you, I say stupid things sometimes.
It's the same thing
Anyway.
for me. Anyway, yeah, we're saying this. In 7 days, we be here again,
Yeah.
and there are two options. If Atletico de Madrid doesn't win on Wednesday,
Yeah.
and we win today and on Tuesday, we're going to be here champions when we start the warm-up show.
Already, right before the game. Oh,
Right
that's
before the
nice.
game. But if we win tonight, if we win on Tuesday, but Atletico de Madrid wins on Wednesday too,
Yeah,
we'll start the warm-up show, not being champions, but if we win against Levante that day,
that would be perfect. That's what I would like to.
that's what I would like to happen too.
Oh, real.
Because winning the title at home, with the
something
fans,
special, yeah. With all the people around here,
Yeah.
with the stadium completely full,
There's
people,
always
supporters.
there's always like a party afterwards. Sometimes fireworks
true.
and
The party on the pitch, you know, with the
La-
players and the families, the relatives, the friends.
yeah, when you get to see the kids, the players' kids
Yeah.
running around and you see
Have you ever
the-
been in that kind of celebration?
No,
Never.
never. Have you?
Oh yes, a couple of times here at the Camp Nou, and one away. I think it was in Levante, like some years ago.
But for Barça,
Yeah, for
Barça
Barca.
won.
Yeah, always with Barca. Yeah.
Always Barça. No, I have never.
I give
have
good
been
luck
on the
to
stand.
Barca. Yes.
I hope so. I have been a lot of times on the stand, seeing the fireworks, seeing the party, and we are going to be streaming that live. So when if we
nice.
win if we win
Title.
the title here at home, if we win La Liga here at home, and you will be able to follow this through our channels, through YouTube, through Facebook, through Twitter, through whatever you want, because we'll be streaming the live party from Camp Nou if we win the title and if this happens on Saturday next week.
This is one of the best things of the warm-up show. You're so close to Leo Messi, to
Yeah.
Dembele, to Luis Suarez, that maybe you can be hit by a ball, okay?
But it's going to be by
It's a danger,
Okay.
but it's so fun and
It's
so
impo-
nice, so special to be here.
I don't want to turn around because I want it to be a surprise.
Yeah,
I
it
think
would be
that
even
today we
more
are-
than a surprise.
Today we are so close to the goal.
There you go, Piqué.
We are.
I knew it.
Ah,
I knew it. He was
that
about
was
to hit.
that was close.
He was about to hit the kid.
One day,
of
when
Ter Stegen.
when the league is won, if we win the league, of course. If it happens that we win the league and there are still some games to be played here at Camp Nou, they will probably aim at us at one point. It could happen.
I think so.
Ah, sorry.
All of them are looking for the up corner.
Oh God.
Oh, there you go. Dembele, yes.
God.
Dembele doesn't really like us. Okay, perfect.
Dembele, thank you.
Dembele doesn't
The ball,
like us.
yeah, it went super close. We know that, I mean, you're like seeing the players when they are kicking the ball, and you don't see our reaction and how close it is to us.
It
and
would be a
you-
nice video on YouTube.
But
Reacting to being hit by Barca players. I would
but
love
there's
to do
also
that.
so much wind that the ball is obviously. That was a goal. Now that they are filming us, the ball doesn't really get to us. but-
Yes. Don't call the destiny.
Someday, yeah, I don't want to play with that. Rodrigo.
What?
I don't want to. No, but there was one.
You
That
said
was
that,
so
so
close.
someone is going to be
No,
hit.
no,
for
no.
sure. Yes.
I don't want to.
Yes.
Because this could.
They gave us bad luck.
Come on.
Yes.
I don't want to.
That was Messi.
I don't want to be hit. Of course, and it was a goal. When Messi, I am usually confident because they tend to score these goals, or at least they shot on target. But sometimes with the Silesen and Ter Stegen saves,
Yes.
it can happen that. Okay. Okay, we
So
talked
what
about.
do people say?
They are talking about the goats, about Leo
The
Messi,
goat, sure.
free kicks. You want to see the Messi shots, Alex Vargas? I know. I mean, think of us. We can't see them because they're behind us, and we fear them, which is worse.
I mean, I don't really
Didn't
fear
you?
them, but
I fear them.
There you go.
I fear them.
yes, he was close. Thank you, Piqué.
You want it to happen. You want it to happen.
Yeah.
I can feel this in your. Okay, let's just focus.
It would be great because
Today's
it could go viral.
I think today is the worst show
Ever. Ever.
that went on.
So I think tomorrow we could be
On the bar?
fired.
No, not fired, but I
Yes.
think we might wake up in hospital. That's okay. Another one. Our camera girl, she's every time that she sees the ball coming, because of course she's singing, she tries to protect herself. That's kind of our warning signal that we have to
Warning sign
to
out.
hide ourselves.
Watch out, watch out.
What? Rodrigo? Why would you do that again?
I don't know
You're
if we
not-
were live, but it was fun.
The kid, he was screaming so much, but
Yeah.
I am on his level. I am at his level. Whatever. We talked about Barça and Barça's calendar and our chances to be champions for La Liga.
So I think in 7 days,
We could
we're
be.
going to have to be here once again to try to celebrate the Liga.
Let's hope so. Let's hope so. For that, we need to win
Well.
tonight, and we need to win on Tuesday. If this happens, we could
gonna be
win.
live.
We could be here next week to start the warm-up show, and when the game is over, we might be the La Liga.
Streaming it live with the players, with the
And streaming it,
people,
yeah.
with the supporters, here on the pitch, on the grass. That will be something that you will never see in some other channel rather than Football Club Barcelona official YouTube
Sure.
channel, Twitter, Periscope,
In the
Facebook.
meantime, quick commentary about what happened on Tuesday and Wednesday in the
Games.
Champions League.
Man United.
What happened?
Barca won.
Barca won.
went through, and Barca's going to face Liverpool on the semi-finals of the Champions League. What do you think about that?
What do you think
think
about that?
Barca's
Do you think-
favorite? Do you think
Write
something
down
different?
1 if you think that Barca's gonna make it through against Liverpool. Write down 2 if you think that it's not going to happen, not this year. 1 for Barca winning against Liverpool and making it to the final. 2 for not happening this year.
What I really think, I'm going to let the people try to interact, but what I think is that the Champions League winner is going to go out from this knockout. Against Liverpool, Barca, I think they're going to be the main favorites. Whoever goes through it, I think the main favorite for the title.
In the Champions
is gonna be
League, you
both of
never
them.
know.
Yeah, but
Favorites mean
Tottenham,
nothing.
Ajax.
Juve and Manchester City were the favorites.
Well, that's what you
And
say.
none of them were.
I said before Ajax, Real Madrid,
okay,
that
okay.
Ajax was going to go till the semifinals. I said
I
that.
had the feeling. In fact, we did the live reaction to the draw, and you can go check that on YouTube. And I also said that. I also said that Ajax could have a chance there. Anyway, what do you
It would
think?
be really beautiful to play,
Barca
I mean,
Ajax.
to take Liverpool out of the semifinals and face Ajax at the final at the Metropolitano.
It would.
It would be like a Johan
At
Cruyff.
ninth play
Yeah.
for Frankie de Jong. For him, it would be a bit awkward to play
It would
his
be
Twitter
nice.
team. But it's football, and we are glad to have you here next week, next year, so next season.
It would be
Do
great.
you think Barca is making it through?
I think so. I'm confident. I think Barca maybe is going to face the main favorite. It's going to be really difficult because you're playing the second game away at Anfield. But I think Barca's going to make it through, for sure.
I think we have the team, and we have what it takes to be in the Champions League final this year.
You got Messi
We've got Messi, we've got a wonderful squad.
and Dembele
You also need this bit of luck
and
in the
Piqué
Champions League, and I think this is the year.
and Ter Stegen. Yes.
Keep saying it.
I mean, I'm confident with Barca. They're making it
I'm
really
confident
nice.
with them, but you cannot underestimate any rival,
Sure.
and less in the Champions League. We're gonna go over to
Yeah, to Robert.
To Robert.
Thanks for everything, Georgina.
Thanks for everything, Rodrigo. I will.
Okay, Robert, the rest of the lads, over to you all. Good luck.
And good luck to you two guys. Match day 23 in La Liga, Barça against Real Sociedad. Diego Lorin, how are you doing?
Very good, my friend. And you?
I'm fine, thank you. I'm excited and hoping for another Barca win, which will get us closer to the La Liga title.
Yeah. I mean, not to jinx anything, but I think Real Sociedad is a good opponent in that sense. Not a victory assured, but we've seen more stronger Real Sociedads in previous years. Right now, as you just said before the show, kind of in no man's land. at the moment.
Exactly.
So I think we could see a Barca victory today.
And as opposed to last weekend, a strong lineup for Ernesto Valverde. Not to say that last weekend's wasn't a strong lineup, but the big guns out today.
Yeah, the big guns, and of course the great news: Dembele is back. So let's hope that he can build up his confidence, get some minutes, continuity, and of course get ready to face that also important Champions League clash, which we're not going to talk about today.
Are we not?
Nah,
Are we not?
I don't know.
We are going to talk about it a little bit. It's been a great week for Barca. Were you happy? Well, obviously happy, but were you convinced by what you saw on Wednesday?
I was convinced after that initial scare,
Yes.
those initial, say, 15, 20 minutes, once Messi slot in the 1-0, in particular the 2-0, and then Barca started to get comfortable and really dominating the match. I think at that point, yes, the victory and the pass to the semifinals was assured. But I mean, let's not kid ourselves neither. Man United definitely gave us that initial scare, and
They did.
Sort of phantoms from the past started to almost come back and haunt us.
Anyway, today we have to focus on Real Sociedad. We'll just take a look at the lineup presented today by Ernesto Valverde, with Marc-Andre ter Stegen in goal, Semedo, Piqué, Langlais and Jordi Alba at the back, Vidal, Rakitic and Artur in midfield, Lionel Messi, Luis Suarez, and a start for Ousmane Dembele up front.
How long has it been? Do you know? Not to put you on the spot.
I haven't looked.
Seems like ages.
Seems like ages. He came back last weekend.
Yeah.
Obviously, he started last weekend against Huesca, and then he had a few minutes against Manchester United, but slowly getting back into playing form.
Yeah. You know what? You mentioned that. That kind of just even blew by me. I'm just happy to see him back in the Camp Nou. As I mentioned, hopefully able to play the majority of the match. 70, 80 something minutes. Let's see how much time he gets. But I think what's important right now is for him to get rhythm, and who knows, even maybe a goal or two.
Exactly, get rhythm ahead of those semi-finals of the Champions League that we'll be facing in about a week and a half. But there's plenty happening up until then. Because we have 3 La Liga games, midweek La Liga at Alaves. We need 9 points, unless Atletico drop points during the week, but we need 9 points at the moment to become La Liga champions.
Yes, just 3 victories away. Not only 3 victories away from winning La Liga, 3 victories away from winning the Champions League.
Exactly.
If all goes according to plan, to Barca's plan, and just 1 victory away of winning the Copa del Rey. So
7 victories away from the treble.
7 victories away from the treble. You said it. That's
but
it.
They need to be in the right games. Today's game, maybe the complication is coming off of that Champions League clash in the middle of the week, that 9-point cushion ahead of Atletico, knowing that even if you do drop points today, you still have more opportunities further on.
Yeah, and of course, I mean, you mentioned Atletico there. Surprise for the viewers at home that don't know, but guess how much Atletico won by?
1-0.
It was a 1-0. It was a big surprise there.
They played earlier on in the afternoon at Eibar and scored in the 85th.
85th, yeah, Lamar with the goal. But death taxes and Atletico winning 1-0 this season are certainties. But yeah, they're not dropping points, so that obviously obliges Barça to pick up the win, because we want to keep that cushion. We want to keep things steady and easy ahead of the important Champions League clash and the Copa del Rey final. It's you mentioned the quarterfinals that'll have slowed Barça down, maybe, or maybe not. We'll see. But also, I think right now, San Sebastián saying Real Sociedad, having had the whole week to prepare for this match. The climate is like San Sebastián,
Exactly. Today, if you've watched the warm-up, it's a rainy, cold, windy day in Barcelona. Not the best evening for football, but we hope that we can see the best out of
They'll be feeling at home as well.
Messi's, the Suarez, the Dembélés. Messi, after that great performance against Manchester United, Pichichi in La Liga. He didn't play last week. He's back in the lineup today.
He's back in the lineup, and correct me if I'm wrong, somebody else will if I am wrong, but I think Messi just 3 goals away as well from 600 goals.
He is, yes.
A hat-trick away, so.
A hat-trick away from...
3, the magic number today.
Will he score a hat-trick today?
I don't know.
He could
very
well do it.
Never discard it.
Do it. I mean, he almost scored it the other day against Manchester United, that bicycle kick. That didn't go in. It was
so close.
So close.
Just kissed the outside of the post, or just almost. But yeah, it was very close there. Of course, Messi was fortunate there with the slip-up of De Gea. But I mean, if anybody can score a hat-trick at any given occasion, it's the greatest of all time, and that's Leo Messi.
We'll see if he gets it done today. Diego, do you remember what happened earlier on in the season when we faced Real Sociedad at Anoeta?
Well, Anoeta usually, obviously, a cursed stadium for Barça, but I think to remember that it wasn't that bad of a game for Barça on this occasion. Did Barça come away with points?
Barça came away with the points, but we did have to come back.
Oh, okay.
After going down 1-0, the goal by Elustondo in the first half. Barca's lineup that day with Ter Stegen, Semedo, Piqué, Alba, and Samuel Umtiti, who's not in the lineup today. Rakitic, Rafinha, who's out injured, obviously, and Sergi Roberto, and Luis Suarez, Lionel Messi, and Dembélé. In the 12th minute of the first half, Elustondo scored, and then in the second half, Barca had to produce the comeback. Both goals came at set pieces, Luis Suarez and Dembélé. So it's a bit of a scrappy win for
Which
Barca.
it always is, though, over there. I mean, historically has always been a tough place. They've got the new stadium now. I think that was that the first match at the new Anoeta?
One of the
something like that.
Definitely.
I seem to remember something. But, you know, and Real Sociedad also, I mean, let's give them credit where it is due, although in recent years they have been kind of in and out, in and about no man's land. I think a few years ago was finishing 6th under Eusebio. That was kind of the best result they had in recent years. But they've had nice players. They've had, you know, Inigo Martinez, of course, him leaving. Oyarzabal, no, excuse me, Odriozola having to leave as well.
He left Real Madrid.
Oyarzabal, thankfully, still there for them. But William Jose is a great player for them, just able to score cracking goals. So they're a solid team, and at the moment, though, playing for neither European spots or relegation, which makes this a more, say, an easier match, perhaps, for Barça. Yeah.
So anyway, yes, we've just finished looking at those photographs of that 2-1 win at Anoeta earlier on in the season, and we're joined in the studio by Sam May. How are you doing?
Very well, Robert. Great to be here, and looking forward to what I think is going to be a cracking game.
It's nice to have you back, and it's nice to have you back as well, Julia. How are you doing?
Hi, Robert. Fine. Good to be here too. It's been a while
It's nice
now.
to be in the studio rather than outside in the rain.
Yeah, today exactly is one of the best days to be here. Though I think that the fans are pretty, I don't know, like excited. Even though the rain, I thought maybe it's going to slow them down a bit or chill. But no, they're pretty excited.
Well, there are reasons to be excited. I mean, we're so close to that La Liga title. That, I mean, the expectations are, we just want to get it done.
Yeah, for sure. I still think, though, that maybe turnout-wise, it won't be the most full we'll see the stadium, not only given the match, but of course the
weather,
the holidays as well.
Yeah. Oh, and the holidays.
The weather and the holidays. So
is it a holiday? I mean,
well, it is sort of. No?
Yeah. Doesn't look like.
Doesn't feel like it. Doesn't feel like it. Doesn't feel like it. But anyway, the players are coming onto the field. Let's just take a look once again at Barca's lineup with Ter Stegen, Semedo, Piqué, Langley, and Alba at the back. With Sergio Busquets is not playing today, so Ivan Rakitic will be taking his spot. He'll be accompanied in midfield. Oh no, you can leave them there, Diego. They're fine. They're fine over there. He'll be accompanied by Rakitic and Artur in midfield. Up front, Lionel Messi, Luis Suarez, and Dembele. They've just stepped onto the field, and they will be facing Real Sociedad today. Real Sociedad's lineup, formed by, here it is, Jerónimo Rulli in goal, a keeper who always puts he's good, and he puts in good performances against Barça.
Very much so, exactly.
Zaldúa, Aritz Elustondo, Llorente, and Ayen Muñoz in defense, Zubeldia, Merino, and Pardo in midfield, Juanmi, Oyarzabal, and you were mentioning William Jose up front.
Yeah, William Jose, I think, again, a player that is capable to produce fantastic goals for a different range as well. So he's a player to look out for. Juanmi as well. You mentioned Oyarzabal, probably the standout, the top scorer as well, coming from the midfield. So
12 goals.
Yeah, 12 goals so far this season, and yeah, a great player as well. So they're a team that unfortunately for them have to deal with players coming in and out. I don't know if Sandro is still on the team.
Sandro is on the bench.
He's on the bench, but they've got some striking power, so not a team to underestimate.
And Odriozola, top scorer, 12 goals, but William Jose, 10 goals, and he has been injured and everything. I think he's going to cause some trouble.
They have got firepower up front. Predictions, guys. I'm going to bring out the boards here. What are we thinking? Barça going to score many? Is it going to be a tight affair? What do we think? I'm always inclined to go for goals because, well, obviously we want this to be entertaining. Let's see. This is my prediction. So, you mentioned it, Diego. I'm going for 3-0. And all three of them are going to be by Lionel Messi, who's going to score the hat-trick and make it 600 goals in a Barca shirt today.
Well, I'm gone for 4-0 and Messi with the first goal and a hat-trick as well.
Hat-trick as well. Yep. Okay, so we're both thinking that Messi makes it 600 today.
We are.
Okay, Diego.
I think it will be closer than we expect. I think a 3-2 with Dembele scoring first.
Okay, Dembele getting back on the scoring sheet.
Yes.
And Julia?
3-1 hat-trick as well. I swear I was writing it before I heard you.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
So, all of us think, except for you, Diego, that Messi is going to make it 600 today. We'll see. We'll have to see. Mm-hmm. I'll take your boards back. And Julia, we're just going to remind the fans that they can send in their comments.
Absolutely. Now we'll look at them, and if you tell us, for example, where are you from, where are you watching us from, what time is it, whatever, you can say it here, I will say it out loud. And if you want to say something about, I don't know, about us, about what we're doing, you're pretty welcome to do that as well.
You're welcome to send in any comments. If they're nice and positive, it's all the better. But the game is underway, first possession for Barça.
It'll be a first as well.
Exactly. Let us know what you think about the game, about Barca's situation in the season, with still alive in all 3 competitions. It's crunch time for Barca. And obviously, Diego, we have to remind the fans that this is not a place where they can watch the game.
Unfortunately not, guys. This is not a place where you will be able to follow the match, but you are able to follow us, giving you guys the play-by-play in detail. And as I always mention, and I'm not shy to admit, one of the best narrators in the game on the Spanish league here is sitting on the bench right there in Robert.
Robert.
I'm not sure about that, but anyway, we try to keep the fans as entertained as possible and let them know what is happening, but we can't show the game. We don't have the rights to do it. So, yes, we know you'll send in your comments anyway, but we just want to let you know this is not a place where you can watch the game. You will know what is happening, though, because here we go. With the commentary, Arturo Vidal finds Messi further forward, and Messi starts making a run. He's got Suarez in the middle, who wasn't waiting for that pass, and that caught him off guard. Real Sociedad win the ball back. And we'll see what the game plan is for them. Here is a long ball which will go straight to Marc-Andre ter Stegen. No danger there. And we mentioned before the game, Real Sociedad, a team that has little to play for, rather than or other than their pride. And obviously, every team wants to go out to Camp Nou and make an impression. But in no man's land, they're pretty far away from the relegation zone and not close enough to the European spots to be able to fight for them.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, I think it's job done for them in that sense, as in they managed to survive. It's been an odd La Liga year all season. You never knew what was going to happen week in, week out. For those teams that are fighting, whether it's for European places or also relegation. So they've done their business. They'll be in the Primera División next year as well. Whether it's underwhelming or overwhelming for them, that's for them to decide. I think they did okay, considering that they lost some key pieces to their team and already halfway through the season even. So right now, just playing for pride, as you said, but always a team that makes it difficult for Barça. Maybe not so much in the Camp Nou, but at Anoeta certainly.
Exactly. Actually, Real Sociedad, I think it's one of the teams that has nearly the same points at home than away from home, which is something, I don't know, that describes a lot this team. Some of them they're pretty good at home, but then when they go away, they're not that good.
That's true. They're super. I saw that it was like 10 wins.
Okay, I was
points,
thinking about
but
points,
it was 10 wins, 11.
Yeah.
So 10 wins, 11 empates, 11 draws, and 11 losses, something like that. Well, yeah, points-wise as well, I guess. Interesting. Yeah.
And I think from Real Sociedad's perspective, this season, I think they will have seen themselves as being underachieved.
You think so?
Because Europa League football, whether it's Europa League football, whether it's Champions League, a team like Real Sociedad, they're capable of competing amongst, Europe's elite, like the Europa League.
I was going to say Villarreal, but they're not in that fight this season. But you would expect them to be fighting for that 5th, 6th spot.
You think so? That high?
Well, they have been, as you mentioned, other seasons under Eusebio, for example. They have been up there fighting for those spots.
Yeah.
Not to say that they do actually get there in the end, but they're always fairly close.
Yeah. I don't know. I think where they are, I think they're 11th now.
10th, but they're tied at points with Leganés and Espanyol, 41 points. They're in that comfortable zone.
In the comfort zone, yeah. But I mean, as you mentioned as well, the year that they finished 6th, Eusebio did such a fantastic job, obviously taken over, having had taken over from David Moyes. But that for me was kind of almost overachieving, because when I look at the other teams, look at the budgets they have, I think that that's the place that they are kind of fighting for. The years that they do achieve Europa League football, I think is a great year for them. This year, too much just goes against them as well. I mean, with players coming in and out, they're a team that just have to be on their toes and do the best they can, really. And I think that's kind of what they have been doing. It's I wouldn't have expected much more.
Much
from them
more
this season.
from
They're a
them.
team that can, beat Betis like they did, I think, last week, but then also lose against Celta like they did the week previous. So,
but they are a team when you go to their stadium, especially, who can beat the likes of Barca, Real Madrid. It's always considered one of the complicated stadiums to go to. In fact, Julia mentioned that they've been good home and away. They won at the Bernabeu this season.
Right.
Yeah, that's
so
right.
they are capable of doing it, but not on a consistent level, at least this season.
Exactly.
Anyway, we've hit the 5th minute mark. Still nothing much happening, but I'm liking what I'm seeing from Dembele making runs early on in the game. Barca going for it anytime they have a chance to. And Sam, you have some interesting facts.
I do. One here on Real Sociedad. They've been defeated 61 times out of their 71 La Liga away games against Barcelona.
They don't have a very good record at Camp Nou.
They don't, no, they don't. And they'll be if they can get something out of this game today, it'll be a fantastic achievement for them.
Yeah, for sure.
Considering over the years and.
Here's a cross by Semedo, sorry, Sam. Played away by Thaldu. It falls to Artur, who looks for options. Little turn by Artur. Once again, the turn. Oh, and a great pass to Semedo, who tries to find Messi on the edge of the box. Semedo was offside, so that won't count. Sam, more facts.
Yeah, we're unbeaten in our last 20 La Liga games. We've won 15 of them and drawn 5. So we're expected to continue this today.
Yeah. I think at the moment as well, they've only have 2 victories in their last 10 matches. So
yeah, that's correct.
What's the English word for asequible?
Asequible. I know what you mean. A team that, well.
No, it's not like that.
I'm not sure, Diego. I'm not sure, Diego.
So I was looking for that word earlier. I thought I could put you on the spot and you could come out with it already. Failing me. Unless you know it, Sam. That was surprising.
I'm not going to say it's a team that's easy to beat, but that's more or less.
That's what I was. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Kind of a bit of like underdogs or.
Definitely the underdog in this match. Yeah. But.
Talking about that unbeaten run, 20 consecutive games without a defeat, it talks highly of the 2 seasons that Ernesto Valverde has been in charge, because in Barcelona there's always debate as to whether we play good enough football or not, but results-wise, last season we only lost 1, this season we've only lost 2. I mean, that is incredible, to keep the team at that level of consistency week in, week out.
It's like we're used to something that it's actually really difficult to get in a football team. But it's like we live it every week, and it feels like...
Exactly. But if you go and look, for example, I was thinking of leagues which Barca has won easily. Back in '98, for example, they won it with 4 games to go. That's more or less, you've got a considerable advantage if we win it with 4 games to go. And Barca maybe won it with 60-something points.
Wow, yeah.
So that means you've lost quite a few games along the way, and even so in that sense, and I'd say since the arrival of Lionel Messi, the stats are just amazing. I think of the Rijkaard seasons, for example, as well. There were, I'm not going to say plenty of defeats in those seasons, but losing was an option.
Yeah, they were hard.
Maybe you lost 5 or 6 games during the season. If you lose 5 or 6 games during a season now, the likes of Atletico and Real Madrid are going to be right there with you.
Yeah, I mean, look, the consistency for a manager in particular, I think, is not only the hardest thing to achieve, but also it's the most appreciated. So when you do achieve it, it's one of the most appreciated things from a manager, and probably the what they hold most dear and value the most. The words of Zizou in this case always come to mind when he, in his goodbye speech for Real Madrid, the last season, obviously, he said that his most prized win, his prized possession, was winning La Liga because of that consistency. Also, Pep Guardiola hailed Barça, Juve, and
Bayern.
Bayern as the teams of the decade because they consistently win the league. So, the Champions League, I think, is for the fans, the most important or the most glorious trophy. But for managers,
for
it's La
managers,
Liga,
definitely,
for
it's
sure.
definitely La Liga. Okay, I don't think we have time to bring the drums out because we got
chatting
distracted.
away.
Barça have a free kick in their favour, and that's always dangerous for the opponent because Lionel Messi is the best free kick taker in the world. I don't think there's any question about that. Here goes Lionel Messi with the free kick. It hits the wall. And there's going to be a throw-in for Barca, so Messi just warming up there.
Yeah.
Grabbing our attention, and we're
Plenty
just
of
chatting
time.
away.
Yeah. I think there's something good about today because the other games, I was scared. It was always like, next week there's Champions League, next week there's Copa del Rey, and we weren't able to focus on the game and
No,
Liga
exactly.
games. We're always thinking about what was coming next, and today it's like we can actually focus on this match.
Well, what's good about this run that Barca have now is that they can actually focus on winning La Liga. They have three La Liga games in a row. Today against Real Sociedad, Tuesday against Alaves, and Saturday against Levante at home.
Yeah.
3 consecutive games in which you can win La Liga. If you win all 3 of them, you know that you're a La Liga champion. So I think that is the focus for them now. Then they can concentrate on the Champions League and leave the league to rest.
Yeah, exactly. Whereas Barca's opponents, Liverpool, still have everything to duke it out and play for.
Yeah.
Exactly, yeah.
I think City won today.
They
Yes.
did, they won 1-0.
They're now top of the league.
They are by point, and
One
then
point.
Liverpool host. Well, they're at Cardiff tomorrow, which I think Cardiff are fighting for survival in the Premier League. So it'll be a difficult. I think it'll be a difficult game for Liverpool. I think Liverpool will win the game, but take nothing away from Cardiff and Neil Warnock. They're scrapping, they're fighting. So it'll be interesting, and of course that all important. I heard Diego say at the start of the show, we're not going to talk about it. We're not going to.
We are going to talk about it. In fact, we are going to address the elephant in the room, which is Sam, a Liverpool fan. We have a Liverpool fan in the studio. Now that both teams have made it through to the semi-final, some people are talking about the anticipated final there, the Barca-Liverpool. So thoughts on that tie?
I'll let this man first.
May the best team win. That's all I'm going to say. Both teams have got fantastic players. Liverpool with Sadio Mane and Mo Salah, Barca with the GOAT, of course, and other great players in Dembele, and even Coutinho's a great player, of course, playing against his former club, and
Suarez playing against his
as
former
well,
club
of course. So and going back to Anfield and welcoming his former teammates in the likes of fellow countrymen and Firmino. So it's interesting. I think it's going to be it'll be a fun return. It'll be an emotional return. But I mean it's so exciting. I can't wait for it to happen.
It is exciting.
It's exciting.
No, I'm sure that those are going to be 2 excellent games of football. How important do you think the second
Home
leg
advantage.
factor is?
Yeah. It's crucial.
It's crucial.
Yeah, I people that try to argue that the home advantage is not an.
Oh, wait a minute, here's a cross by Lionel Messi, and Suarez diving in there for the header. Rudy got there first. I was going to say opportunity for Barca, but first threat there against Real Sociedad as Lionel Messi placed the cross inside, just over Suarez's head, and Rudy managed to catch the ball in the air.
He was offside.
He was offside anyway, so if the ball had gone in, Suarez had connected, it wouldn't have counted.
We were talking earlier about Rulli. Really impressed by him over the years.
Yeah, he's great.
You've been really impressed.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I like it.
Okay.
Wow.
I like
Give it
it.
up.
This is your level, actually.
That was great.
That one that's better than Diego's Mayday.
Yeah,
No,
exactly.
Mayday.
Sam Mayday.
Right?
Anyway,
That's
Diego, you were talking about the importance for
Yeah,
Liverpool
so
to
for-
play at home in the return
That's
leg.
crucial, man. I mean, I know there are teams that maybe where their home scenario often at times is overwhelming for them. In particular, Real Madrid, I think, oftentimes performs better away from home than they do at home, which is odd, but it does sometimes happen. But I think in these kind of matches, having that second leg at home, where the crowd is, the 12th man, the 12th player, it's you just cannot underestimate the importance of that. I think as well, with this Barca side, we often see that in those initial minutes, it takes them time to warm up.
Yep.
Now, luckily against Man U, that was 15, 20 minutes, but it could happen that it stretches out a little bit longer. In those cases, having the second leg at home is an advantage because you're in your home crowd. You know, okay, this is the result that we have to overcome or control at least. So I think again, having the second leg at home is a clear advantage in these kind of scenarios. And for Barça, which at home always performs better, I think.
Here's a long ball played by Gerard Piqué. Suarez is going to go for it. At the moment, it's cleared away by the Real Sociedad defense. Alba trying to keep it alive. Once again, Real Sociedad win it back. Here's Arturo Vidal with some pressure.
Great.
Jordi Alba as well. First touch football from Barça. Dembélé, Suarez on the left. Here he goes. Luis Suarez. He has the run of Dembélé and Arturo Vidal inside the box. Messi waiting for it outside. The pass goes back to Ivan Rakitic. Here is Jordi Alba. Artur. Barça keeping possession and reorganizing their offense. Here is Artur trying to thread it through to Luis Suarez. The ball doesn't get there. Real Sociedad playing it tight at the moment at the back. And Barca struggling to find ways to attack.
It's great pressure from Jordi Alba.
Yep.
That's what I always like to see in a team. I always like to see a team pressurising their opponents, and we've seen there Jordi Alba, no stopping him. As we've seen
up high, yeah.
as we've seen throughout the season, no stopping him in those occasions.
Jordi Alba, I'd say, well, he said it himself, probably in the best moment of his career.
Best season, arguably, for sure. Highly deserving of that renewal as well. Happy that he'll be sticking around for a few more years. One of Messi's best socios.
Best allies, yes.
But many players of Barca, it's like they're in the best moment of their career. Piqué, Messi, Jordi Alba.
Piqué as well. I mean, I don't know what to say about Messi because when was there a good moment in his career? I mean, struggle to think about one. Obviously, Ter Stegen as well has put in a season which has been amazing. Langley coming in as a newcomer, and here is Dembélé making a run.
Such a fun
Can't
Dembélé.
get to the ball. The trouble with Dembélé obviously is
great pressure.
prone. Oh, wait a minute, his pressure again. Arturo Vidal trying to find Dembélé on the run, and it hit the back of his foot, which allowed Real Sociedad to win the ball back. We've played 17 minutes. Julia, do we have the stats?
I'm going to look at it.
First minutes of the game.
So how do you think possession is right now? What did you say?
Possession-wise,
Don't look at it. Come on.
Diego's already had a look.
Yeah.
No, I'd say it's probably in the 60s.
No, it's 55 actually.
Oh, I got it right. Oh, interesting.
But you had.
I didn't see
Come
that.
on, stop it. No, pretty close. And Barca, for example, they had 108 passes, and Real Sociedad 89. So
Okay, so
pretty close.
Fairly even.
Yeah.
Fairly even, yeah.
A lot different to the Huesca.
Yes.
Time
And to the Manchester United passing
yeah.
stats as well. I remember, especially at Old Trafford, I think United had completed 26 passes and Barca were in the 200s or something like that. It was.
But to get back to the point we were trying to make earlier, or discussing about the second match as well, being at home for Liverpool in this case, how often have we not seen, in particular, Messi perform better at home than he does away? I mean, he's the GOAT and everything you want to say, the best player of all time in my eyes, surely. But I think we can also admit that he performs better at the Camp Nou than he is on away.
Yeah.
So
I'd say there are very few players in the world who perform better away from home than they do at home.
Bale.
Yes, right now. Here is Messi finding Arturo Vidal. Messi kind of a central position at the moment with Suarez on the right and Dembélé on the left. Here is Alba. He's going to switch it over to Luis Suarez. He has the help of Semedo. Semedo struggling to keep the ball there, and it's a throw-in for Real Sociedad in the end. By the way, something that just came to my mind when you say about players performing better at home than away from home. there's this talk about Luis Suarez not scoring in the Champions League, especially away from home. Will that run in at his former home?
Don't say that.
Yeah, that
well, it's his
good.
next game away from home in the Champions League, so
Yeah.
potentially.
For him, it'll be like playing at home, kind of.
Well,
he'll be used to the escenario and to the atmosphere and the stage.
To be quite honest with you though, Diego, I think I might be wrong, but I think, like you say, with Suarez returning back to his home, I feel as though, I know Klopp has previously come out and said, you know, we need to stop Messi, but the fact is Liverpool need to stop Suarez as well. You know, it's not all about Messi at the end of the day. It's there, you know, with Suarez there, and I personally think maybe Suarez will potentially cause Liverpool more problems than Messi can at Anfield. Maybe not at the Camp Nou, but at Anfield,
Well, let's hope so, eh?
well,
it'll be interesting to see. It'll be interesting.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see. Yeah.
Barca winning it back once again through Jordi Alba. Artur managing to keep hold of the ball. Langley will have to play it back to Marc-Andre ter Stegen. Not much has happened with the score staying at 0-0. Barca 0, Real Sociedad 0. 20 minutes played.
I still reckon Messi hat-trick today. I'm still.
Oh no, definitely.
Yeah.
Once Barca managed to break open Real Sociedad's defense, it's going to happen. And he's
sure it will.
600.
Yeah, lots of fans here on the comments were saying that they believe Leo Messi is scoring a hat-trick today.
Well, let's hope so. Let's hope so.
Yeah.
Do we have fans letting us know where they're watching from, Julia?
Yeah, they are. Okay, I'm going to try this with the names because, of course, Kasif Khan, he's watching from India, Ebrima from Venice, and there was this guy. Yeah, there was this guy. I thought it was funny because it's a little bit like you. Otman Kunte. He says he's a fan of Borussia Dortmund and also from Barça. So he hopes Borussia Dortmund win the Bundesliga and Barça La Liga, which is actually pretty similar with
of course.
with Liverpool and Barça.
Exactly, and of course Jurgen Klopp. You know, previously at Dortmund as well. So.
Although you have the problem with the Champions League, there you're going to have your heart split into.
Divided hard,
Yeah, it's difficult, you know, of course, you know, Barca want to, you know, the fans want La Liga, but they also, you know, the Champions League is a competition which, you know, of course, everybody wants to win, and I mean, if Liverpool didn't win the Champions League.
Oh, wait a minute, here's a run by Nelson Semedo down the right-hand side. He's got Suarez nearer to him inside the box. There goes the ball back to Semedo now. Arturo Vidal on the edge. They're trying to connect with Vidal, but Real Sociedad, as we've said already, are playing it tight at the back now. Barca trying to put some pressure on them. Ball goes back to Jerónimo Rulli.
If you'd have to choose,
I knew he was going to ask me
Premier
this
League or Champions League, I think most would choose Premier League. I have a feeling.
Yeah, well,
it's been so long.
Yeah, to be honest, Diego, a lot of people have asked me that, and you know, I think it's been 29 years.
And then that a few years ago with Suarez when it was so close.
Of course, yeah, and you know the Gerrard slip against Chelsea.
The slip.
It was difficult, but I think I know the Liverpool fans. It's the league. It's the league is the priority.
Yeah.
I even turned round and said, and people will hate me for this, but I even turned round and said I would give one of our Champions Leagues back just to win the league. That's how much it means to a Liverpool.
Oh, here's a cross by Semedo into the hands of Rulli. Suarez was there waiting for it. Yeah, it's interesting to listen to that, like fans really appreciating the league. When I feel that in Barcelona it's kind of underappreciated now that especially now that you can make it 8 in 11, which is crazy.
Yeah, exactly.
That you can win in the last 11 seasons, you can win 8 La Liga titles while fighting against teams like Real Madrid and Atletico de Madrid.
Exactly, and it's just the sheer and utter dominance is now becoming borderline boring to some fans, which is crazy even and underappreciated.
Yeah, not fair, I think.
Yeah, absolutely so. I mean, I think only in time will we look back and say, oh my goodness, you know, it was
We
a
did
decade of dominance where Madrid only managed to win 2 league titles during that time.
Exactly. I can guarantee that if we go 10 seasons without winning La Liga, or what has it been? In the last 11 seasons, Real Madrid have won 2. So if we go on a run like that, I'm sure people will start appreciating La Liga just a little bit more.
Yeah, of course. Exactly. And again, not to sound like a broken record, but Zizou himself
exactly
said it.
And of course, you know, at the end of the day, it's a trophy, isn't it? You know, everybody wants to win a trophy.
Exactly.
So,
and it's the big one. I mean, it's the one that I think shows that you are
the best,
the better team, the best. Yes, I
agree.
mean, it's week in, week out consistency has to be appreciated more and held at a higher standard as opposed to, you know. And this is not a knock on Real Madrid, and I know, or if there's anyone watching that they will interpret it perhaps the bad way, but the way that they won these past 4 and 5, there's so many external factors that came into play.
Yeah.
You had, you know, slip-ups, literal
Talking about slip up by Lionel Messi right now, but he manages to recover. He finds Rakitic inside. Here is Messi. Forward pass to Arturo Vidal. It's a free kick, and now we are getting the drums out because this is the Lionel Messi position. Or his probably one of his favourite positions for a free kick. So
most excited I've seen you all night, Robert, for the trophy.
Here we
Which
go.
one is yours?
I'll take these. Okay.
I didn't.
Oh, I get the drum.
Get a drum.
You get the tambourine. I'll get the.
Okay.
Oh, wait a minute. Here we go.
Okay.
These are for you, Sam. This one's for me, and those are for me. So that we might not need the white one.
Yeah, I do.
Oh yeah. Julia needs it. Okay.
Oh, I can't play.
Okay, so meanwhile, Ernesto Valverde having a little conversation there with Gerard Piqué. 25 minutes played, and you can hear Camp Nou going at it already.
See? That, yes.
We're going to try and...
it's a nice range as well.
It is a nice range. 20 meters away from goal. Lionel Messi slightly to the right-hand side of the box. Here we go. So... Here goes the Lionel Messi free kick. Messi with the finish. It was kind of another Panenka finish there. Softly over the wall. And just over the crossbar.
Panenka-ish.
Panenka-ish. Very, very close. Lionel Messi going for the top left corner, or for his top right. Ruli's top left.
Wow.
You can put the drums away. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Diego.
And that's
You
Barca's
do that.
first clear opportunity of the game, I'd say. Comes off of a free kick. Barca, by the way, are the team that just scored the most free kicks in La Liga this season. Oh, here's a quick pass to Luis Suarez. He tries to cut around Aritz Elustondo inside the box. He forces a corner kick. I was going to say, Barca, got it here somewhere, are the team. They are with the highest number of direct free kick goals, with 6 in La Liga so far.
It's interesting because we just seen Luis Suarez there, and he's been involved in 8 of the goals in the last 8 appearances against Real Sociedad. So
we'll see. So in goals and assists, I
yes,
understand.
yes.
Okay, Barca make nothing out of that corner kick. Real Sociedad managed to clear the danger away, but they're still all in their half. Alba and Semedo playing at the back. Alba plays it forward to Arturo Vidal. A bit of a heavy touch there, but he manages to play it out wide to Lionel Messi, and now he makes a run forward. Here is Messi driving inside. The cross was looking for Vidal. A bit too far ahead for him. And it went into the hands of Jeronimo Rulli. A bit of frustration there on Lionel Messi's face. He's a happier bunny at this stage in the game on Wednesday after that sensational first goal. A bit of luck in the second.
Yeah, it was. I mean, De Gea, it seems that whenever he's kind of the cameras are focused on him, he does something a little bit silly on big occasions.
But
in Man U, he's very consistent and does great, but I don't follow him that much to give such a educated opinion. But what we saw in the World Cup and now is pretty shocking for a goalkeeper the likes of of him.
We're going to talk about that in a minute, but Barca have a chance to run. Here is Lionel Messi trying to move forward, but the ball is taken away from him. It was very interesting to, I don't know if you heard this, Marc-Andre ter Stegen talking about that goal.
All right, what are you saying?
Wait a minute. Oh, here's a pass by Messi forward to Dembele, who will not be able to get there. Bit too much power on the pass by Messi, and it went into the hands of Geronimo Rulli. Any of you hear what ter Stegen had to say about that second goal? He said during the week after the Manchester United game, obviously, he didn't celebrate that game, that goal. He found it very hard to celebrate it because it's something that could have happened to him. So from goalkeeper to goalkeeper, he felt for De Gea, and it just didn't. It wasn't in his nature to celebrate that goal. So that talks about the kind of person that Marc-Andre ter Stegen is.
Of course, very humble guy, and you know, he's very, you know, very professional individual, and yeah.
You'd have to be a bit of a, I can't find a soft word, a bit of an a-hole of a goalkeeper to be like celebrated. I mean,
but it's an important goal for Barca.
No, of course.
2-0 up.
Yeah.
So
But to be rubbing it in, I mean.
Oh, no. But I think there is an actual video of him just going to his water bottle and taking a sip. So he doesn't even like raise his arms or anything.
Okay. Yeah.
Here is Rakitic finding Messi. Barca gradually getting closer and closer to Real Sociedad's box as the minutes go by. Half an hour played, 0-0. Here is Messi under pressure.
Oh, nice piece of skill there.
Rulli gets a touch. The ball left inside the box. It's cleared away. Rakitic manages to keep hold of it. Now Langley dives in. See who can make the better out of this situation. Suarez falls inside the box, but offside flag had been raised.
Yeah.
Stuck on the shirt, no?
I thought he was going to give it.
And Messi there in very little space, getting away from defenders and trying to create danger.
Lovely, nice piece of skill there from Messi.
It was beautiful.
Thank God, yeah.
Similar to the one in the first goal against Manchester United, the goal that was celebrated by everyone.
Yeah. Just taken there was like,
I'll celebrate that one. And then obviously the Felipe Coutinho goal. It was a golazo, wasn't it? It was
a fantastic finish, and that, to be honest, that is Coutinho-esque.
Yeah.
You know, many a times I've seen that at Liverpool, and that's the type that, you know, that's what he's capable of doing, and you know, we haven't seen it too many times this season, but you know, he's still got it in his locker, and he still can produce those type of world-class finishes.
Yeah.
Offside flag raised again as Gerard Piqué tried to thread the ball through to Luis Suarez. We're not talking much about the game, but it is because not much is happening at the moment. It's been quite quiet at the moment.
Yeah, and I was looking at the stats, and they're pretty equal as well. Like 200 passes against 173, so it's
Let's say one opportunity for Barca, none for Real Sociedad. That's the good news at the moment. That they've barely been close to Marc-Andre ter Stegen's goal or the box.
Yeah. There was this comment I wanted to highlight. You'll have to correct me if I'm wrong. Okay, so Usop Iniesta, his surname is Iniesta. He was saying hi from Malaysia, and I think that the last season when we played against Real Sociedad here in Camp Nou, it was the last game for Iniesta as a Barca player. Is that right?
It was.
So I just remembered. I was a bit nostalgic now.
In fact, it was the last game for both captains, both Andrés Iniesta and Xavi Prieto for Real Sociedad.
Xavi Prieto, yeah.
So iconic players for both sides. Now Real Sociedad have a chance at the set piece. Nothing will come of it because Barca managed to take control. Here is Jordi Alba.
Got a cap.
Sorry?
Iconic player that never got a cap.
Yeah, of course. It was a bit of a strange one for me, that one.
Yeah.
Andrés Iniesta got plenty of them. Now, we'll be facing Iniesta, by the way. Did you catch the news this week? Barca will be facing Vissel Kobe in the pre-season, in the Asian tour. So we'll be facing the team that has obviously Andrés Iniesta, also David Villa, and Sergi Samper. So many familiar faces in that team. That will be at the end of
Yeah, of course, and also Chelsea.
Yes.
You know, with Pedro.
Yeah.
So you know, we'll be facing Pedro as well against Chelsea. So lots to look forward to.
Those two games have been confirmed for the end of July in that Asian tour that Barca will be doing in pre-season. Not the United States this year. It's going to be Asia with China and Japan, I believe.
Can't wait.
Well, hopefully we'll be going to that pre-season tour as treble winners.
Oh, I thought you were going to say, hopefully you're going to go.
Yeah, I was thinking the same.
You lucky bastard.
I don't think that is going to be the case. I don't know. But hopefully Barca will go there as treble winners.
Yeah. I'll take a double, Champions and Liga. Yeah.
Well, if you can choose, take the treble.
if of course.
Exactly.
But I'm being humble here.
Yeah, yeah.
Humble side.
Here is Rubén Pardo. Real Sociedad trying to build something here. They swift things over to the left-hand side of the pitch. Pardo again. Can he go for the shot? Oh, here's a nice little ball inside.
Oh,
The stick with a save. William Jose over the crossbar. And
What
that was a
goal.
dangerous opportunity for Real Sociedad. I think the first one was for Juanmi, denied by Marc-Andre ter Stegen off of the rebound. William Jose got a touch, and he went over the crossbar. What a save there by ter Stegen. We were talking about his season earlier on.
Crucial.
Well, was
Amazing.
Here is Dembele now. See if Barca can react after that double opportunity for Real Sociedad. Here is Lionel Messi. Takes a step back. The ball inside, trying to find Jordi Alba. Headed away. Only to Ivan Rakitic. Here is Artur Rakitic in the middle again. Over to the right is Arturo Vidal. Further to the right is Nelson Semedo. There goes the ball after a touch by Luis Suarez. Now, Barca changing things over to the left where Jordi Alba connects with Artur.
Looks as though the rain has stopped, I think.
We'll see if that livens the game up. Here is Semedo.
Oh my God.
Arturo Vidal. Yes, the stat just came up. Shots on target. One for Real Sociedad, the one that ter Stegen just saved. None for Barca at the moment, but we have created a dangerous opportunity through Lionel Messi and a free kick just over the crossbar earlier on. Here is Jordi Alba. Dembele. Dembele back to Artur.
Do we think?
Short pass to Rakitic.
Do we think we're going to score before half-time?
I hope so.
I've got a feeling.
Here is Alba. Barca trying to build something here. Suarez inside the box, can't manage the control. And Barca lose it momentarily because Rakitic has already won it back. Here is Alba. The cross in. Then Suarez was there. I think it's Elustondo who got a touch, and it's going to be a corner kick for Barca.
That was nearly it.
That was nearly it, Sam. Yes,
Good
it was.
to say that.
Lionel Messi's going to go and take this corner kick. 8 minutes to go in the first half.
Come on.
Still Barca nil, Real Sociedad nil. Second corner kick for Barca.
Still waiting.
It is still raining, yes. Now the ball crossed inside the box, headed away. Artur on the edge, he's going to find Messi on the right again. Second cross is going to come in by Lionel Messi. Is he going to go for the goal? The shot into the hands of Jerónimo Rulli. That's the first shot on target for Barca, but it didn't have much power or direction in it.
Not on this occasion, probably.
Here is Oyarzabal. Mikel Merino. Real Sociedad bring men up. Here is Zubeldia. Barca reorganize themselves.
Are you at all surprised at the lineup that Valverde has chosen El Once de Gala, let's say?
Well, I'd say only Busquets is rested. Well, I think the focus now, as I was saying earlier on, is just let's do this, kill off La Liga as soon as possible,
before facing Liverpool.
Now and then we can focus on the rest of the competitions.
No, but because if I'm not mistaken, the next match is against Alaves, is it?
It is,
Yeah, on
against
Tuesday.
Alaves,
Which
Tuesday.
technically is a tougher match. So
I think
Alaves, if you're talking about a team that is still playing for something.
Oh
It's
yeah,
not a risk.
definitely. No, definitely.
It's having a wonderful season. They still have the chance to obviously play for Europa League.
Yeah, but my feeling is that Valverde is not going to let many players rest. Not
Neither-
even today.
neither or
exactly.
Tuesday. Okay, yeah,
Or
yeah,
next
yeah.
Saturday against
Right.
Levante. I think that
Okay.
he's bringing like all the best ones on.
Bringing out all the
I
guns.
think I think it's not likely that we're going to see a lineup like the one we saw against Huesca until we win the league.
Okay.
Yeah,
Maybe a few changes and giving the odd player some rest.
Yeah.
But like Sergio Busquets today. But I believe we're coming out with, well, our titulares, our starters in every game until we win La Liga.
Yeah.
Here's Gerard Piqué. Struggling a little bit here, but he is fouled. He managed to shake off the pressure of Juanmi. Just over 5 minutes remaining in the first half. Still 0-0. We remind you that we cannot show you the game.
No, people know. They're totally cool with it, Robert.
Oh, they are?
Well,
Are they? Okay.
I was like, okay, it looks like you saw the
I mean,
screen because it
we
appeared
wish
the
we
comment
could.
like, hey, show us the match. No, we can't. Sorry.
We can't show you the match. We don't have the rights to do it. But anyway, we try and keep you informed. Is anyone else saying anything, Julia, on those comments?
Yeah, actually, some people were telling us where they were watching from. For example, there's Bus Pavel, which is a top fan from Nepal. We were saying that before the game, that there's always people from Nepal watching us.
Well, the other day we got a comment, 29 people
Yes.
watching us at the same time.
All together.
Same room all together from Nepal. We
Yeah.
wonder if they're watching us today. But anyway.
Yeah, he says we're gonna finish 3-0. Let's hope that happens. Yeah, and there's another top fan, Lydia Capote, watching us from Tampa, Florida. And Abdullah Lala sends love from Bangladesh. Yeah.
So all spread out
Sara
around the
Sarapur
globe.
from
Here is.
Cali.
Yeah.
Oh, wait a minute. Here's Lionel Messi inside the box, looking for space to shoot. Messi again. He takes it to his right, cuts back to his left. Out of options. Messi back to Alba.
Yes.
Here he goes. Alba. Suarez. The shot. Oh, with the save. The ball's still alive. Suarez.
It was like
A bit too ambitious there, going with the Ramona with it.
Or Julia did it better just before the game. She did a very nice one.
Oh.
Chance there. Very dangerous one for Luis Suarez. Real Sociedad did a good job there, closing down the space for Lionel Messi.
Just wait for that to hit.
Over on the other side was Luis Suarez. The ball got to him.
The Rabona is now baptized as the Julia.
The Julia.
I was very impressed by what she did.
Yeah, because we were like playing before with Diego.
Yeah.
Here come Barca again. Artur, Messi. Messi tries to play it through to Suarez. Pass intercepted. Barca going to win it back through Gerard Piqué. Yes, they are. Here he is again, under pressure. Willian Jose. I think Piqué was fouled there. The referee let him play on. Piqué's complaining about that now because a foul has been called against Barca. 3 minutes remaining now in the in the
Piqué needs
first
to be
half.
careful a
Yeah,
little bit.
Piqué needs to calm down.
Oh.
The referee is actually telling him to calm down. But yes, that was a very dangerous opportunity right now. Good save by Geronimo Rulli going down. Good reflexes. Quick move there to prevent Suarez from scoring. Got a view of the bench now with Diego's favourite Malcolm, Felipe Coutinho, Big Sam as well. We've got Little Sam in the studio, Big Sam on the bench. Here is Miguel Merino. Real Sociedad trying to move forward. Taldua blocked by Jordi Alba. Went down a bit too easy there. And it's a goal kick for Barca.
Do you guys remember when? Sorry,
No.
do you guys remember when Real Sociedad had the same policy as Athletic Club?
Only Basque players.
Only Basque players.
Only Basque players plus they do allow foreigners.
Now, yeah, but not. I think that they changed that policy in like '98. It's quite recently.
No, I think it was before. But I remember definitely at the beginning of the '90s they had foreign players. Don't know when the policy was changed.
Are you sure?
Yeah,
I thought it
definitely.
was-
Because Barca won a league with a goal from Real Sociedad foreigner scoring against Atletico. So definitely.
Which was when?
91.
All right. Okay.
The 1991 league, Barca won it.
When did I think that they changed that just before the millennium? That
sure.
they started to.
Maybe
change
what
that
maybe
policy.
what they changed is that they allowed players from Spain, from other parts of Spain, to actually be in their teams as well.
Okay.
So not just Basque.
Ahora te entiendo. I understand what you're saying. So only Basque plus foreigners.
Exactly.
Right.
They only allowed Basque
Foreigners
foreigners
outside of non-Spanish.
exactly.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes,
Okay,
Julia,
yeah,
what were you going to say?
I need to give you an update. So Vivas Paudel, that is the guy who's from Nepal.
You always
the
grab
top
one person that
No.
you do a singing and do a following.
No,
Wait a
because
minute, because Dembele is going to put the cross inside.
Oh!
Clément Langlais with the goal.
We're not standing up.
Are you not going to get up?
Really?
No, I'm sorry. It was
Barca score at the set piece. Langlais with his first goal in La Liga off of the corner kick.
wow, good for him.
Bullet header.
Crossed by Dembele.
Man, did good to get to that.
And he did get
Whoa.
to that just over Oyarzabal and Mikel Merino. He was guarded by two, but Langlais gets the header in
Wow.
and makes it 1-0.
Man, perfect execution.
And it's one of those
Header.
psychological goals.
Love it. Yeah,
Right
great.
before half-time.
For half-time.
Oh, yes, yeah, exactly as well. Psychological blow, so important. Look at that execution, man. You think he'd be doing that every week?
Definitely. At
Textbook.
the
Very nice.
set piece, Langlais with the goal. Barca 1, Real Sociedad 0 just before half-time. Very important goal to go into the dressing rooms. Well, with now Real Sociedad have to change their game plan, obviously. So, yes, the referee's blown the final whistle of the first half. Barca 1, Real Sociedad 0. Goal by Clément Langlais. So, before we talk about what has happened in this first half, Julia, you were saying?
Okay, yeah, because he said that they were watching 34 of them in Nepal.
So it's the same people.
Yeah, the same people, and
That's
they're
awesome.
actually more than the last time,
All right.
34.
Okay,
so much love from
we
here.
appreciate
Yeah.
it. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Well, we hope that they celebrated this Clément
We
Langlais
do.
goal, which gives us the lead at half-time.
Yeah.
Not much has happened, but Barca take the lead. Thoughts on this first half?
I mean, great header. You know what? Let's just get straight to the point.
That header was
great. What a header it was,
Well.
and it was just a matter of time, I think, until we got we got the goal, and I find as though Sociedad frustrated us in a way. They were kind of not letting us. I mean, not letting us breathe, if you like. If that's not kind of the word I was looking for, but I feel as though, like I just said, it was a matter of time before we got that. Eventually, got the breakthrough, and I mean, what a header it was! It was.
No, I mean, at the set piece, it had to come at the set piece. The Barca's only.
Oh.
Oh no, but there was a
Two
Suarez
chances.
shot as well. But the
Yeah.
previous chance was Lionel Messi's free
Messi.
kick,
The free kick.
and so 3 chances, 2 at the set piece, 1 went in.
Yeah, in Barca's case, it's just been a first half of little shots on goal, not a lot of action, possession going Barca's way, but kind of maybe slow with the build-up and Real Sociedad being pretty solid in defense. So I think Sam summed it up by saying great header. I think that's the biggest takeaway in this first half, at least. for me.
Yeah.
It's probably the kind of game that you would expect after all the excitement of the Wednesday game
Yeah.
against Manchester
don't know
United.
what I
You
was
struggled to
thinking.
get going, maybe.
Yeah, maybe you're right, but I agree. Now you were speaking about
Yeah.
possession.
Yeah.
I was looking into it the whole game, and I think that the most when they had the most possession, it was like 57, which is pretty low
Pretty
for Barca,
low.
I think.
Exactly.
So I don't know. I agree. I expect a little bit more of fire.
More
or-
chispa,
Intensity.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
type
more
thing.
I
intensity,
did,
that's a good one.
and I think that, as Robert pointed out, it's really good that we got that goal before halftime, and that they will come out stronger. And hopefully, Real Sociedad will, I don't know, maybe back off a little bit and not pressure that much, or I don't know.
Well, no one predicted that Clément Langlais opener.
No.
I was going to, but then, yeah.
Yeah.
You played it conservative.
last
going
minute.
for Dembele.
Okay.
Okay, guys, you ready for a halftime quiz? I know you love
yes.
these. I know. And
What
Sam
happened
is
to
very,
those?
Sam is
I
very.
used to really enjoy those.
Well, it's back, Diego.
Good,
It's and Sam is always very good at them.
So we don't
Hashtag
stand a
no.
chance,
I don't
right?
think I've ever won one.
Okay.
No. And
No?
We
I
brought it
think
back
once-
last week, and he
I
was
nearly
terrible.
did. No, but I nearly did. But then it went.
It went wrong.
It was good,
went
good,
wrong.
good, and then it went bad, bad, bad,
Okay.
bad.
Oh.
Okay, Sam. Okay, so don't cheat because I think you have the answer to this question on one of your cards.
Do I?
So don't cheat, Sam, please.
Okay.
Okay, the first question of this halftime quiz is a bit of context. Barca have gone. I can't. I don't know how many years since the 1991 season. Real Sociedad have not won here at Camp Nou. So, what was the result in that Barca defeat in 1991? Was it A, 0-1, B, 1-3, or C, 1-2? A, 0-1, B, 1-3, C, 1-2. The last defeat for Barca against Real Sociedad at Camp Nou back in 1991. Sam?
I originally had a different answer, but I've gone for C.
C? So you go for 2-1?
1-3.
1-3. So you go for option B, yes?
I was going to say C, but I ended up writing A.
Okay, so you've each gone for a different option, and the right answer is
B.
Diego Lorins.
Ah.
Should have copied me there.
You should have copied Diego's. It was. Second question. It also involves that game. Barca lost 3-1. Who scored the goal for Barca in that game? Was it A, Risto Stoichkov, B, Michael Laudrup, or C, Julio Salinas? A, Stoichkov, B, Laudrup, C, Salinas.
No,
Sam?
I'm going to go for Stoichkov.
Laudrup.
Okay, A, Stoichkov,
A, Stoichkov, B, Laudrup. You underestimate Julio Salinas, who
Salinas.
was the
Wow.
scorer of that
Wow.
game. So
Damn
it remains Diego 1 point, and Sam and Julia still have no points.
We're together in the darkness.
So we've gone from 1991, we go to 2018. You were talking about this game, Julia, the win at home last season in which we said farewell to Andres Iniesta. The score was 1-0, but who scored that the goal for Barca? Was it A, Messi, B, Coutinho, or C, Suarez? It was a 1-0 victory in the last game of the season. The game in which we said goodbye to Andres Iniesta. Did Messi score? Did Coutinho score? Did Suarez score? Sam?
I'm going for Suarez.
Suarez.
Coutinho. Oh yeah, I wrote 9. I'm going with Coutinho.
Why did you write that?
Because I was thinking Coutinho, and then I saw your screen, and I was like, you wrote Suarez. So
The
Okay.
number.
and the number,
jersey
the position.
You
I
get
don't know.
2
Yeah.
votes for Suarez, 1 vote for
Coutinho.
Coutinho, and the right answer
Messi.
is
Coutinho.
Coutinho.
Yeah.
Felipe Coutinho.
I looked into that actually.
Nice one. Nice one.
Nice one, Julia. So you're tied at 1 point with Diego. Sam
Right
sadly has
behind you,
none,
Diego.
proving that he is great at this these hard
Not
games.
over
So
yet.
sorry.
It's not over yet.
Okay. See if you can get this one right. I think it's an easier one. Question 4. Which of these players never played for Real Sociedad? Was it A, Santi Ezquerro, B, Claudio Bravo, or C, José Mari Vaquero? A, Ezquerro, B, Bravo, C, Vaquero. Who never played for Real Sociedad?
Oof, I'm tied between 2 answers. Let me take a wild stab at guess at this.
Okay, which one? What is your
I
wild
think
stab?
I'm going to go full C.
C?
Me too. Well, I have a doubt.
Yeah.
A.
Hey.
The
I
The
was
right answer is Julia's, in
I was going to
fact.
say A.
Hey.
Ezquerro.
Is
So-
it already done, the challenge? You
No,
can
no,
finish
no.
now.
There is one
I'm
more
good.
question, and there are more. There are more challenges.
Me molesta. I'm
What,
annoyed that
me
I got
winning?
this one wrong.
You had
No. That too. That too.
Santi Ezquerro was the player who never played for Real Sociedad.
When did
And
Vaquero play there?
Vaquero before signing for
Before
Barca.
Barca, right,
Before
right.
signing for Barca in the 80s. Last question. Who didn't play his last Barca game against Real Sociedad?
Who didn't?
Who didn't? So Iniesta, we know
Did.
he did, so he's option B. Option A is Xavi. Option B is Iniesta. Option C is Alex Sanko, the captain of the early Dream Team, the Johan Cruyff Dream Team. So
yeah.
A, Xavi, B. Iniesta, C. Alexandro, who didn't play his last Barça game against Real Sociedad. Sam, you've gone for a wild guess again. A wild A this time. Okay.
No.
I've gone for A, but I mean, I
You're
could be wrong.
C,
You
but
could be wrong.
You're
Okay.
Xavi as well, right?
Sí.
Okay.
I'm Xavi as well.
You're with
Yeah.
Xavi as well.
No, I'm not. Alexenko.
Alexandro. This time you were wrong, Julia.
I got a
Diego,
point.
Diego and Sam have a point, so it's 2 points, 2 points, 1 point. We'll see if we can break your tie in
Okay.
the next
Tiebreaker.
challenge.
Here we
We're
go.
gonna. I'm gonna show you some videos,
Okay.
and we're gonna.
The pixelated.
No, not the pixelated ones. I'm gonna show you some actions that ended in goal, but I want you to tell me how the goal was scored.
Okay.
So, guys, have we got goal number 1? Okay, so yep, we'll show it on the screen behind you. So it's Ronaldinho against Real Sociedad, free kick. So here he is. 3 options: 1, 2, or 3. Sam, where did it end?
1.
1. Diego.
1.
1.
Yeah, I was going to say
Julia.
1 too.
So all 3 of you go for 1. Let's see. There it is.
Hey.
So points for everyone there. So it's 3, 3, and 2, isn't it? Okay, second goal. Free kick again. Rivaldo. Where does it end?
3.
1, 2, or 3?
Oh,
it
but I
did.
said it.
Oh.
It has to count.
I
It
reckon
went
it was
wrong.
3.
It went wrong there. Okay, no
great.
problem, no problem. Okay, anyway.
Okay, I had
No
to-
problem.
you
Okay,
heard
we
it,
have
right?
another goal.
Good.
Fortunately,
So
we have
say it.
another goal. What a shame. What a
Yeah.
shame.
Glad
Julia
you
said
got-
3.
Yeah.
Julia said
You
it.
get the point,
You
but
heard me.
No,
we didn't give
no,
you
we
guys
can't
the
Exactly.
the option to compete.
not
So
giving
Risto
them something.
Stoichkov, there in front of the keeper. 1,
2.
2, or 3.
I'm going to go for 2.
Wait,
I
have
what's
to
wrong
argue
with
again.
you? I got it. I got it.
You
No,
got
you
it.
didn't
I
say
think
the other one.
you were. What a shame. What a shame.
I
Anyway.
said 2.
uh,
Guys, producción, por favor.
okay, we need to perfect this. We need to perfect this for next week. But anyway. Okay. So, hi to Germán, who is the guy who is.
Again,
Oh.
yes. 2. 2 again.
Anyway, we're showing the goal again. There it is. Okay,
Yeah.
you all going for 2.
Yeah.
What a great finish by Risto Stoichkov, by the way.
6-3.
So anyway, so
6-3 now.
Yeah, through his
there,
legs.
there are
Caña.
no points. There are no points there given out.
Up
So
to 4.
Julia, you still have 3. Diego, you still have 3, and Sam, you have 2. We're going to go
It's
to
not
the
that bad.
pixelated pictures.
Oh,
Ah.
Okay,
I'm
what are we
terrible
seeing
at
here?
That's bad, yeah.
What are we
We're
seeing
seeing a
here?
Barça
The fir-
player and a Real
No, that's
Sociedad
the
player.
Okay.
Gotta get points?
No, you need to be more.
Alright,
Who are there? It's more
Iniesta and
specific.
Prieto. Yeah.
No.
Well done,
Well
Diego.
done, Diego. Well done.
Well done, Diego. We'll see how it is, in fact.
Yay.
Andres Iniesta on the left, Xavi Prieto on the right.
I'm terrible at this.
Both of them in their last game for their clubs last season. Okay, so Diego, you get 4 points. Julia has 3. Sam has 2. Next picture, please.
Yeah.
What are we
This-
seeing here?
Where I came here.
Okay, what are we seeing here?
We're seeing Coutinho score against.
No,
Rui.
Diego, you're wrong.
You're disqualified now.
Look at the color of the shirt.
Oh, Coutinho.
No, Sam, you're wrong.
Oh, Nicky Pooch.
Oh.
Well done, Sam. Well done, Sam. So you get.
think
I-
about that.
Does he get the point? Yes, he does.
Yes.
Okay, so 3 points for Sam, 3 points for Julia, 4 for Diego.
Terrible, I know.
Pixelated pictures.
Um,
See lots of white on each side. You can see blue and red in the middle.
Barça Madrid.
No.
No, it's Real.
What is it?
Lionel
What is
Messi.
Messi?
Messi, what is it?
Scoring against Man United.
It is Lionel Messi scoring against Man United.
Wow.
And Sam gets another point
There
there.
it
So
is.
he is
It's the comeback.
it's the comeback by Sam made.
remontada.
Diego 4, Sam 4, Julia 3.
Yeah, I'm on the back now,
So
I
it's-
know.
You're all tied if Julia gets this one right.
Can
Or
you
there
please-
can be a winner. It could be either Sam or Diego. What are we going to see here? What is it? What is it? What is it?
Man United still.
Man United still.
Coutinho against
No.
Suarez.
No.
Messi's a bicycle kick.
Yes,
Oh! But I
You are
said
the
Man
winner.
United.
of this halftime quiz.
Okay. Well done.
The crowd goes wild.
The crowd goes wild
You
with
do.
that Diego Lorin win.
This was more exciting than the first half. Admit it.
It was.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll take your boards back. Yeah, Diego, congratulations. I hope it was entertaining enough for all of you.
Indeed.
Here we go. I'll take your pens and boards. And the second half just about to get started. The players are going to step onto the field right now. What do we think should change in the second half for it to be more entertaining?
A lot more goals.
A lot more goals. That's the easy answer. That's the easy answer.
Yeah, I kind of I don't know what I was thinking with the 3-2 there. I feel kind of silly now, having given that prediction, because I think it's kind of going to stay like this at the moment. I don't think we're going to see a much more entertaining second half, because Barça has done their business. Real Sociedad won't be overly concerned with the way things are at the moment. Let's put it that way. So I think this is just one of those games, Robert. But what has to change? Well, I don't know. Maybe put in players that have something to prove and want to show that they are capable to fight for these top spots.
Exactly. I was going to bring that up. Who do we think can shake things up a little bit for Barca?
You know who I think, my man.
I know what you think,
You know what
Diego.
I think, my man.
I think I know what you think,
Yeah.
Diego.
I think
Does it
that's
start
a
with
good
an M.
option.
Does it end
It's a
with
good
an M?
option, that as well.
Malcolm, right?
Yeah,
Um,
absolutely.
Always Malcolm.
Always. Oh, Malcolm and Aliñao. I forgot who else is on the bench. Is
Sergio
Ricky.
Roberto.
Sergio Roberto,
Yes.
Coutinho.
Ricky is
Ricky's not on the bench today, no. Big Sam is on the bench as well. So we'll see. We'll
he's
see.
got something to prove.
He's got something to prove, yes, exactly. But the goal scorer today, Clement Lenglet, is potentially the player who's taking his spot. Now Lionel Messi's making his way back to the pitch, and the second half will get started as soon as all of the Barca players are on the field. No substitution. It looks like
I'm gonna do
Barca
my
are
hair
going to
like
play
Vidal.
with.
I'm gonna
You
surprise
do?
you guys. Yes. Next time I'm
Yeah,
coming
go
on.
So
ahead.
Diego, if we win the treble, are you going to get Vidal's haircut?
I might just do it. I might do it.
No, but you have to say it now on camera.
I will.
So we have, like, people
was
who
gonna
can
make a
prove
joke,
us
it's not.
right.
So, on the, if we
good
win.
point.
Can we
If we
do
win
it
the
in the last
treble,
match
we'll
then?
bring Tanya in, our hairdresser, and who's in charge of makeup, and we'll have her do it live.
I'm not committing to anything.
You're not committed. Okay.
Can I?
Yeah, Diego, have some
Okay.
popcorn for that.
Anyway, oh,
We're
sorry,
eating
as usual.
popcorn, you know.
wrong moment.
Okay.
No, I'm not eating it. You know why? Because I've been stuffing my face with popcorn recently. We went to the movies the other day. We went to see Dumbo with.
Okay.
Oh, I saw
okay.
that too.
Yeah, it was fantastic.
Really?
We bought like a massive popcorn. It was just yesterday, so I'm kind of taking
you're
a
still
break.
having
Taking a
popcorn
break
in your
from
stomach.
popcorn.
Yeah.
Okay, let's hope that Barca doesn't take a break from scoring more goals. I saw that Sergio Busquets was warming up. Here is Lionel Messi trying to win the ball back with some high pressure. Geronimo Rulli.
I've got a feeling, though, I think Coutinho will come on about 65 minutes.
We'll see. Take a look
Have
at
it
the
back here.
lineup
Here,
for Barca. Once again, no changes in this second half, so it's Ter Stegen in goal,
Thank you.
Semedo, Piqué, Lenglet and Alba at the back, Rakitic, Arturo Vidal and Arturo in midfield, Messi, Suarez and Dembele up front. Barca win it back in a deep position. In defence here is Gerard Piqué, who has to play it long to no man's land. No one is going to fight for that. It's a throw-in for Real Sociedad, just on their side of the halfway line.
Diego Llorente still on, right? Or-
Diego Llorente, yes, he is. Here is Real Sociedad playing in defense, and Barca trying to press up high. He almost gets to it. Arturo Vidal is going to try and win it back. Here is Rakitic finding Messi through the legs of Zubeldia, trying to get the ball to Dembele, but not quite on point. Forward run now by Zaldua. Real Sociedad moving players forward. Here comes the cross inside, and Oyarzabal gets the header. He was under pressure by Gerard Piqué. Julia, what are those fans saying?
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm going to say another comment about Bibus Pauda, because he asked the question, I don't know if you guys know it, and it's, who knows the size of Messi's shoes? Ask them, Julia. Do you know the
size of Messi's shoes?
Yeah.
No, I don't know. I imagine.
Okay, no idea. Sorry.
I imagine he's not a big foot because he's not a very tall guy.
Do you imagine he has like a 45, 46
Yeah, exactly.
now?
Oh, here's a header by William Jose, which is going to go over.
What do we actually
goal.
reckon? What do we reckon? What's
Well, obviously. So what sizes are we talking? Are we talking in English or American numbers, or are we talking in European numbers? So, oh, I'm being told Messi's a size 43. That's in European numbers. So in European, I'd say that is a size. No, I'd say it's more like size 9 or 10. Oh, here's Arturo Vidal with a forward run. He's got Dembele to his left. Dembele inside the box. He tries to play it back to Vidal, and the cross is intercepted. Interesting move there by Barça on their counter attack. I'm being told that Messi is size 10 in US, UK size 9, and 43 European size. So,
there you go.
There's the answer. There is the answer.
I can die a happy man now. I can die at peace.
Now a foul is called on Ousmane Dembele.
But it's not me that I'm upset.
What do you think his waist size is, though?
Weight.
Weight
His
size.
Waist.
Oh, waist size. No, I am not sure. And I don't know if you can find that out.
Well, you know, you see, that's the
Unless you're
reason,
his tailor.
reason to continue living, Robert. You never stop learning. Life is just full of interesting facts.
Yeah.
It is. Things that you can learn. Here is Jordi Alba. Suarez with the turn. Messi on the edge of the box. Here's Messi. Can he shoot? No, he passes it out to Dembele. Dembele tries to feed it back to Messi.
Yeah.
Cleared away by Zueldia. Throw into Barça. I feel like Dembele sometimes needs to be a bit more selfish.
Yeah. I think the pass was maybe the right call, but he could have gone for the far post. I think Suarez there was totally open.
It's great to see Dembele back, though. Of course, you know,
It's been so unfair, I think, for him. He's having hard time with injuries and everything. It's so unfair when this happens to players that you see they're doing so well and that they can be like they have a huge projection in front of them, and then this happens. They have to be away for months.
What's crazy as well is that I mean, previously at his time in Dortmund and Rennes over in France, he had never gone any injury. He had never been injured his entire career. And he comes to Barça, and bam, that first season, was awful, obviously.
Very early injury, yes.
Very early injuries, double injury. He came back and then got re-injured himself, and he's been struggling.
And I was thinking about Vermaelen too. He has a record.
He's a record,
injuries,
I mean, I'd say, now that you've brought up his name, probably the most underrated player on that Barca squad, just because of those injuries. Because Thomas Vermaelen, if fit, is one of the best defenders in the world.
It is.
Yeah,
but
so
in fact, last season when Samuel Umtiti was out for a long stretch, Vermaelen, I think it was he went for 10 or 12 games in a row, performed greatly, and then when Samuel Umtiti was back, got injured. So I always wonder how much, the mental aspect is a part of that as well. He knew that, knowing that he couldn't get injured because there was no one else there, and resisting until Samuel Umtiti was back, and then falling.
His body went, I can hurt myself again.
It makes you wonder.
Yeah, well, there is. I mean, they definitely say that there's a mental aspect to injuries. So the mind definitely has some sort of control over that. I think I read that in a New York Times article. If you want, I can send it to you. It's probably still my history in the browser there. But yeah, they talked about the mental aspect of injuries, and that very much being a factor. So you're onto something there.
Here is shots. Oh, and a save by Marc-Andre ter Stegen. Ter Stegen Airlines there. Definitely the shot from long range by Pardo took a bounce off of a Barca player. And ter Stegen had to produce a save. Here is Ousmane Dembele. Can he keep it in? No. Barca were looking to go out on the counter-attack, but Dembele couldn't keep it in. Now it looks like a Real Sociedad player is hurt after colliding with Artur, who's also down on the ground. He looks like he's all right. Oh no, there was no collision there.
Just overstretched the mark.
Yeah. There's the shot again. As I say, it took a deflection off of Semedo.
Ruben
made
Pardo.
it. Yeah, Ruben Pardo with the shot, and it. Well, Stegen had to fly out there, sticking his left arm out to avoid a goal.
Recently been linked with a move away from Real Sociedad, Ruben Pardo.
Yes, he was saying to
to England. Marcelo Bielsa is interested in taking him to Leeds, so it'll be interesting if Leeds do get promoted to the Premier League. It'll be interesting to see what happens there.
You think they will?
Leeds?
Yeah.
Get promoted?
I mean, there's potential that they could get promoted. It's looking like Norwich are gonna go up, but Leeds. I think Leeds are second or third.
Interestingly enough, this morning I was working on something else, on a documentary we're producing here. And Barca have a history with Leeds, now that you bring the name Leeds up. In the 1974-75 season, Barca were knocked out of the European Cup back then, semi-finals by Leeds. And in the 2000-2001 season, we were in the same group as Leeds, and Leeds went through, Barca didn't.
Yeah, I remember that.
So that was a great Leeds side with Mark Viduka, Alan Smith.
Alan Smith, I remember his face. Remember him, I think he even scored.
Alan Smith, probably, yes. We beat them 4-0 at Camp Nou. I remember a great Frank de Boer free kick. But then we drew at Ellen Road, and we didn't make it through to the next stages. Leeds did, and I think it was AC Milan as well.
It was Gaspar year.
Yeah. Fortunately, we've gone on to better things, and we've won plenty since then. Now Gerard Piqué stretching out there to clear the ball away for a throw-in. It looks at the moment like the second half going to have a similar script to the first half. Not
Looks
much
like
has
it,
changed.
yeah.
Maybe Real Sociedad making a bit of a push forward. Here is Ruben Pardo producing the cross. Oh, to Stegen in a bit of a muddle there. Manages to clear. Artur hoofs it up in the air. At least Barca manages to get it out of their box. Here is Oyarzabal. Real Sociedad on the right-hand side. Here comes the cross by Zaldua, bounces off of Artur. Corner kick for Real Sociedad, and to Stegen there with a little doubt. Now, having a little talk with Jordi Alba there. They didn't quite understand each other. Alba, went to clear it away with his head, but then at the end ducked. That caught ter Stegen off guard. The ball bounced off of ter Stegen, almost created a chance for Real Sociedad. Corner kick headed away by Arturo Vidal. A shot on the edge of the box there.
I think Valverde needs to make some changes now.
Well, look.
There you go.
There you go, Julia.
Pitonisa,
Sooner
Julia.
said than done.
From today's
Here is
okay.
Sergio Busquets.
Your wish is his command.
Yeah,
Yes, exactly.
and Busquets.
Yeah.
Julia wishes Barca make a change, and Barca make a change. Artur is going to be replaced. Looks like he's had a little bit of a problem there. He was down on the ground a minute ago.
Yeah.
Maybe stretched or pulled a muscle or something.
Think so?
Anyway, he's
serious.
taken off.
It's not
Sergio
disappointment.
Busquets is the player who's going to replace him. So that means that Rakitic moves forward a little bit.
Yeah.
Busquets would play in the holding position.
I don't think it's necessarily to do with him getting a knock or potential injury. I think Valverde sees that what Barca is missing is just more control over in the midfield. And once they impose that, obviously, by bringing in Busi and sliding Rakitic forward.
Rakitic almost producing an excellent pass there for Arturo Vidal. In fact, the pass was good, but it had a bit too much power in it, and Vidal wasn't able to keep control of the ball. Now Semedo plays it back to Marc-Andre ter Stegen. Langley.
He was one player that really impressed me over both games, Semedo, against Manchester United.
Yeah.
Oh, here's Dembélé. Here's Dembélé powering forward. Dembélé gets inside the box, can't get around. Alonso, a foul is called against Dembélé for pushing Miguel Merino. Once he goes into fifth gear, there's no stopping him. Dembélé almost creating opportunity there for Barca.
I I think that's important, you know, for Dembele's, you know, to get comfortable with his game, to get running and stuff, get that confidence back. So hopefully we can see a little bit more of that.
Here's Semedo winning it back for Barça. Lionel Messi, we haven't said his name in a while. Here's Lionel Messi. He can go for the shot. No, he finds Arturo Vidal. Dembele, the shot. Oh, just wide of the post. The curler from Dembele from a standing position, and he almost made it. Barça 2, Real Sociedad 0.
Is it
a chance there?
Is it me, or did that just look like effortless? But it was just so
Yeah,
creative.
well, looked effortless.
Like Vidal finds Dembele. He
it was offside, maybe.
Slightly offside.
Oh.
And from a standing position, like
wow,
just gets his
just
foot up.
stand there.
Yeah. The curler, which goes just wide of the post.
Good little extra pass from Vidal, though.
It
I
was.
was gonna let it rip there, but
And selfish too from Vidal.
Selfish.
Oh, now the referee benefiting Barça. Rakitic can't make the most of that situation, though. Real Sociedad play the ball forward, but Langley wins it back for Barça. Arturo Vidal in the centre circle. Back to Gerard Piqué.
Straight away, as you said, Diego, you know, you can see with Busquets being in there, all of a sudden he's just so composed, and you know, he's controlling the midfield already, and he's only been on in less than less than 2 minutes or so, and
he's the anchor of that Barca midfield, and I'd say, well, globally, also another underrated player. He's never been in the nominations, in the top 50 nominations for Ballon d'Or.
Yeah, you're right.
I know.
See the players that go on that list.
Yeah, for sure. Like, I think underrated.
Oh, wait a minute. Here is Suarez playing it forward to Lionel Messi, but the flag is raised offside. Messi can't go for it.
I think realistically, though, I mean, maybe underrated for Barca fans, but if you take into account, you mentioned the other players that have been on that list, it's always forwards, it's always strikers. The times that midfielders get selected, get nominated, you're talking Xavi, Iniesta.
Oh, Geronimo Rulli makes a mistake. Rakitic wins the ball back. And is fouled. No, he's not fouled. Or is he? Has the foul been called or not? It shouldn't be a foul, I don't think, because it's like one of those shoulder-on-shoulder situations. Merino with Rakitic was a throw for Barca. Suarez goes down, complains, but nothing is called. Rulli almost with a, with a mistake that could have cost Real Sociedad dearly there.
So I have a question for you.
Go.
You don't think Busquets has reached a level similar to Iniesta or Xavi? Because I do.
Yeah, no, I do. I agree, but I think that year in particular, Xavi, Iniesta, they were on another level and worthy of, say, sharing.
Oh, here we go. A rebound that favours Lionel Messi on the edge of the box. He looks for space.
Yeah, no, I know.
Straight away.
You know, it's because these prizes are handed out to forward-thinking players, like players that either produce or finish, and more likely finish than. And Busquets, although everything starts with him, he does start from a defensive position, I should say, and that just, you know. Who was it? Cannavaro was the only one that has ever
Cannavaro
defended
bit of a controversial
which was a controversial one at that as well. Yeah, so I don't think it's that surprising. I don't think necessarily that Busquets is underrated either. I've never heard.
But not to make the top 50. I mean,
has he not made top 50?
No. That's what I was getting.
Oh, I thought you meant sharing the podium.
No, not the podium.
Oh,
no. I'm saying making the initial list.
Oh, well, that's insane. I didn't even know that.
No. He never makes it. He never makes that list.
Well, then in that case, yeah, I wholeheartedly agree.
It's always all.
I thought you meant the
No.
podium.
Obviously the podium.
Okay.
I understand. I mean,
right.
More players who make a big impact.
That was my point.
But the list. I mean,
that's crazy, dude. I didn't even know
about
that.
the top 10. I mean, should have been there.
And you're sure about that?
No, I'm sure. Season in, season out, Busquets is always left out.
Oh wow, no, that's disgraceful. Yeah. In fact, I'm leaving.
Here is Real Sociedad. Zaldúa running forward down that right flank. His cross is intercepted by Jordi Alba, throw in for Real Sociedad.
Who do we think is going to enter the field next?
I would hope. We've said it before, players like Carlos. Oh, a chance for Real Sociedad. Goal for Real Sociedad. Juanmi sliding in there to produce the equaliser after an excellent pass. I'm not sure who provided the assist. Stegen is not happy about that one, but that situation came out of nowhere. Juanmi with the goal. Barca 1, Real Sociedad 1. Juanmi scoring his, what is it? How many has he scored this season?
Sixth.
Sixth in La Liga, no, fifth in La Liga. Fifth in La Liga. A great through ball there.
It's interesting here with statistics saying, you know, he's been involved in 3 of Real Sociedad's last 4 goals in La Liga.
4 in 5 now.
Yeah, 2 goals and 1 assist.
Pass.
That's 3
Good
goals.
pass.
Down the middle lane, which was excellent.
Yep.
Juanmi had to slide in there to just flick the ball over to Stegen. And Real Sociedad have equalised. So, well, is that the what Barca need maybe as motivation to buckle up?
Yeah, I
Let's
do,
see, let's hope so.
absolutely.
Stegen is not happy.
No.
You can see on his face.
We were talking about Sam before the game that when we think about Real Sociedad, we say, okay, they're like 10th in the table, they're pretty far away from us, but they've caused some troubles to Barça in the last
Oh,
years.
definitely.
So, and it's exactly what they're doing now. Now everyone at the beginning of the game thought it could be an easy win, and it's been at 63. We're 1-1.
Messi finding the run of Jordi Alba down the left-hand side. Barca have plenty of time to turn
Yeah.
things around. Here is Messi forward pass to Alba. Alba raises his head, waits for someone to arrive. The shot. Oh! By Jordi Alba!
Wow.
Sensational. There we go. Jordi Alba with his right foot.
Good stuff. Beautiful.
Good stuff.
It's like they heard you now. bro.
Exactly. What a reaction there.
Yeah.
Wow.
And you would, okay, it's one of those situations in which Messi feeds Alba out on the left. Alba runs inside. You would expect him to make the pass back to Lionel Messi. This time, he went for the shot with his right foot.
Yeah.
What a goal there by Alba.
Ooh.
And is that
I was gonna
potentially
say,
going
is
to be
that potentially gonna
reviewed?
be
Because
reviewed?
Dembele might be in
Dembele's
the way and he's in an
Yeah,
offside
yeah.
position.
I think it will.
It might
think
be
he's blocking
reviewed to
the view.
see if Dembele
That's
is blocking the view of Rulli. Oh,
There's a case.
there is a
I-
case.
I think you've got to give that one. I really do. I think
Yeah.
you've got to give that one for me.
We'll see. I mean, the replays are being showed. Alba with his 2nd goal in La Liga. Scored 1 against Huesca.
I think it is being reviewed.
Ooh, I think it is being reviewed.
Wow.
I think Dembele, I think it may be disallowed. I think that Dembele might be in the way.
You do?
I do too.
I wouldn't say
I
that.
think that this may not count. 65th minute. Will this Jordi Alba goal count? His shot with his right foot made it 2-1 right after the Real Sociedad goal.
You've got to give it for me.
Whoa, he is in the way.
Yeah.
Dembele is in the way.
It's Easter. Come on.
You got a point. That's a good point. I think that's a fair point.
It is.
The referee. Oh, no, it did count. It did count.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's Easter, it's
So, yes, it's Barca 2, Real Sociedad 1.
Wow, I don't know.
I
feeling
thought that would
newspapers
I
be
thought
talking about
that maybe that
Yeah,
would
yeah.
count.
Yeah.
But anyway, obviously the people in charge of VAR are the experts. So
The experts.
VAR being very important this week in the Champions League, by the way.
What'd you make of that? Oof, pretty harsh.
It was harsh. It was harsh. The way the things ended for Manchester City. But
Pep was running down that touchline like it was Barca Chelsea. That when I saw him running, exact similar kind of scenario, and the celebration as well with him. You know,
The sweater
hyping
was
the
off.
crowd up.
Jumping,
Yeah, jumping.
Yeah.
The profuse like shaking of the fists and stuff, and then the jarra de agua fría. That's the bucket of cold water.
For him and from everyone.
For
everyone,
many
all the
people. I mean,
fans.
Yeah, I saw that they were actually.
oh, here is
fans outside.
Rakitic forward pass to Luis Suarez. Is it offside? Suarez goes one-on-one with Geronimo Rulli, but it doesn't count anymore. Suarez finds the net, but the flag had been raised offside. Pep Guardiola was very gracious about it in the post-game interview. Basically, what he came to say is, this is what VAR is for. I mean, you have to accept it. It's tough, obviously, because they
But
scored.
It was the right call, though.
Didn't he? Well, didn't he say it was the wrong call?
I don't think so.
I think he said it was a handball.
Oh no, the previous one. No. But I'm talking about the
the last one.
With the last
one, the goal that got
Manchester
disallowed.
City.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Right.
He said
Right.
he said from I think it was a different view. I read that it said something about a different view would have showed differently, and that's why you can't go with the decision that it was. And, But for me, it's immaterial. You know, I think it's the right decision. And
He did say that.
Yeah, you think it was right?
yeah, it was the right call.
There's no
I
handball.
don't think so.
I think it was a
sorry.
handball case there for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't. And it's true because they were like 4 cameras and they only showed 2 to the referee, and in those 2
But anyway,
it wasn't clear.
His hand is.
Yeah, that's
but
what
it
he had his
interferes.
hand down, didn't he?
Yeah, but it interferes with the goal. As
Yeah.
From his handball, the goal was created, and therefore, if you're a striker in the opponent's box, that by the rules should be then disallowed and called a handball.
Even if
Well, even if it is by
exactly.
in a natural
touches
position.
your hand,
It's a difficult one. I mean,
It was
I
a very
personally
difficult one.
would have given it.
What it was one of the best sporting events.
That's for sure.
That we've seen in years, I think.
I mean, it was, what was it? 11 minutes gone. It was 2-2.
If you were a quarter of an hour late, you'd miss so much.
Oh, you miss so much. Yeah.
I was actually arriving from.
Oh, wait a minute. Here's Lionel Messi, and he has a chance to run. Sorry, Julia. Messi
Yeah.
through to Suarez. Can he get there? Oh! Just inches away there from getting there before Rulli, but the keeper did manage to catch that ball first. Felipe Coutinho is going to make an appearance in this game after his Manchester United goal. Julia, you were saying, sorry.
There I was actually arriving from Denmark, and I was going home, and I remember checking on the mobile phone. Okay, 1-0, and I got home, and they were 2-2, and I was like, okay, should I stop watching it now? Because it's 15 minutes in, but
so much happened in that game. And so much happened in Barca's game against Manchester United. Talking about Denmark, Julia, and other countries in the world, do we have any more fans letting us know where they're watching us from?
I wrote a few. Okay, Lucas Ezequiel, he's watching us from Rosario, Messi City. Cruz Kelly, saludos desde El Salvador. And then there was also Arnaldo Rodriguez from Guatemala, and I don't know if I have people from Brazil and Tanzania, but I don't have their names. I'm sorry.
Okay, but
because
people
I know
from
comments
everywhere
are
in the world.
popping up all the time and disappearing, so I just catch a few.
Oh, here's a great pass for Lionel Messi. He crashes into Jerónimo Rulli, I think.
No, es que estoy viendo comentarios. Lo siento mucho y tampoco vamos a poner
Ah,
partido. El Barça no tiene los derechos para enseñar el partido. Veo muchos comentarios en español. Creo que hay que decirlo esto también en español.
Hay que decirlo en español, and we'll say it in English as well. We can't show you the game, guys. We don't have the rights. We're sorry. We're very sorry. We know you want to watch the game. And I see sometimes people suggesting that these guys should actually do the game with their commentary.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
These guys should show the game.
No. But we can't. No podemos. We can't show the game. No tenemos los derechos. We're sorry. But we try to let you know what's going on anyway. You were talking about people watching us, and you mentioned it, Diego, before. I'm sure that Sarah Salapor is watching us as well from California.
Did she
I
not say
was
something?
checking, but I didn't see
Maybe
her.
now that we've mentioned her, she'll send in the comment.
Yeah.
She did last week. I know that she did last week.
Okay.
Don't know. Maybe she's busy, but and not watching the game for us.
Yeah, you can keep
But
them.
I can't imagine Sarah Salapor not being informed of what's going on in a Barca game. So because if you check out her Twitter feed, it's non-stop.
It's non-stop, that's true.
Okay, second substitution for Barca. Ousmane Dembélé walks off in his second start since returning from injury, and in comes the goal scorer. It made it 3-0 against Manchester United. There's the reaction to Felipe Coutinho coming in. A bit of mixture of opinions, maybe, but
that's kind of unexpected.
Here is.
Is that because of his celebration?
Yeah, maybe it is.
It's por eso.
I don't know. Oh, wait a minute. Here is Luis Suarez trying to put it through the legs of the defender. Nutmeg. Incomplete, though. Here is Real Sociedad trying to score a second equaliser after they made it 1-1. Then Jordi Alba made it 2-1.
I've got a feeling Coutinho's going to get do a Man United here.
Huh? Here is
I reckon.
Transfer, yeah.
warmup.
No, I mean goal.
Oh,
I
I
mean
thought
goal.
you meant transfer.
No, goal.
Miguel Merino. Cross inside. Alba. Rakitic. Barca win it back. Here is Felipe Coutinho. Alba. Busquets. See if Barca can move things forward. Rakitic gonna send the ball over to Lionel Messi, who can make a forward pass to Arturo Vidal, who dives down to the ground.
Suarez,
manages to keep it in possession for Barca. Suarez in the box. Here is Lionel Messi. Messi on the right. Messi forces a corner kick.
We've got to have a Messi goal, haven't we?
We have to have a Messi goal. I'm thinking maybe a hat trick with 18 minutes remaining or 17 minutes remaining plus added time is maybe a bit of ambitious thinking now, but anyway.
You know, 10 goals. I've seen 10 goals in his last 10 games against Real Sociedad at the Camp Nou in all competitions, Messi.
He scored more goals than he scored more than games played in this season. Here, oh wait a minute, here is Barca putting pressure on Real Sociedad. Felipe Coutinho. Arturo Vidal. Sorry if we seem a bit distracted, we're being handed a note. Here we go. I'll read it out. Here is okay. Receiving instructions in my ear. Sorry about that.
Should be deaf by now.
I know. Here is warmup. Miguel Merino. Real Sociedad win it back, and we want to send our greetings over to the Muslim community that's watching us today. And we know you're Barca fans. You know we know we're watching you. So thanks to them as well, to all the people from Nepal as well who are watching us, 34 in a room, and everyone around the world. Greetings to everyone who's watching. Here is Clement Lenglet playing it forward to Jordi Alba. Alba tried to find Suarez with the forward run. Is it getting warm over there?
Warm?
Yes,
It is getting warm in this studio.
Yes.
Yeah, what's going on?
Not like
Okay,
that.
only 15 minutes remaining, plus
It's
added
okay,
time.
it's okay.
So we had trouble a couple of shows ago.
God.
Diego Lorin almost melted.
Verge of
Yeah,
swear.
I was scared as
Juro.
well.
Tú estabas aquí.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was
worried.
I actually suffered for you that day. I thought this guy is going to pass out.
He was actually going.
I was just praying the
going
minutes were
911.
going to pass because I was thinking this is going to be an on-air pass out. What should I do?
I'm sure that
It would have been fun.
I'm sure that it's
Well,
a lot cooler outside.
It would have been a good gift.
Speak for yourself.
It would have been a good gift, I'm sure.
I would have got
It would have been
just face plant.
exactly. It would have been amusing for many Barca fans. Was it it was the Villarreal draw, wasn't it?
Oh yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
was it?
It was the
Yeah,
Villarreal.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
It was the
Yeah.
4-4 draw against
Yeah.
Villarreal. Oh, here's a
Cute.
cross, a dangerous cross, which Clement Lenglet heads away.
Talking of heat, it was hottest day in England today.
Was it?
25.5 degrees.
There you go. Well, hottest day.
So far, like hottest day.
Okay,
this
of the year. All right.
Whoa.
Yeah, today.
Greetings to all the fans in England as well.
Enjoy
Get in.
enjoy
Your Easters.
your
Oh, Barca trying to create a counter-attack there, but the ball was taken away from Suarez. Now here's a shot, which goes over the goal of Marc-Andre ter Stegen. No trouble there. 15 minutes remaining, now 14. And Barca have a 1-goal lead, which makes it dangerous, obviously, going into the final minutes. We have stats of goals in the final 15 minutes, don't we, Sam?
We do,
Barca
yes.
scored quite a few.
Yeah, I mean, games when leading.
No, wait a minute, sorry. Where is that stat? When goals were scored? There.
Yeah, 25 goals in the last 15 minutes of the game. So,
Sorry, say it again.
25 goals in the last 15 minutes of the game. So, you know, we're expecting to get
So
number
many
one
of them.
or-
I mean, 2 goals against Villarreal, at Sevilla as well to get the win.
Or you mentioned
What was it? Atletico a couple of weeks back as well. Those 2 goals came in the final 15 minutes.
That's right.
So Barca, obviously, I think there's a factor. Wait a minute, here's a cross inside looking for the head of Oyarzabal. Goal kick for Barca. There is a factor in which Barca outrun teams. They tire them out. and in the final 15 minutes they just capitalise. Like Messi, Suarez, so many of those goals coming in the final quarter of an hour of games. How many goals have Real Sociedad conceded in the final 15 minutes?
Yeah, they've conceded 7.
Okay, so that's not a huge
So it's not a huge amount, but you know they're still prone to, like you say, you know, potential, you know, tiredness, fatigue, and you know we can exploit that and hopefully get another couple of goals.
Hopefully. So that we don't have to
It's funny you
suffer in the end
mentioned
of the game.
I remember at the beginning of the season, or sort of halfway through the season, Alaves being also one of those teams that were consistently scoring their points and their goals, obviously, at the dying minutes of the match. And Abelardo being asked about that, whether that was a good thing or if he would prefer, or if he should be killing off the matches sooner.
Earlier, yeah.
Well, he said, you know, the same speech that he had throughout this entire season, that so far this season has been a dream, and they're overachieving, and what their objective is to basically remain in the Primera División. So, estaba encantado. He was saying that he was happy because he's saying my team is showing fighting spirit, and they show that we're punching above our weight at the moment. So, you know, this might be an interesting stat for you guys, but for me, it's showing resilience, it's showing
definitely
fighting power, and you know.
That they're one of those teams that doesn't give up.
Doesn't give up, exactly.
Till the final whistle.
Yeah.
Oh, Suarez with an interesting turn here. Barca have a chance to run. Here is Suarez moving forward. Oh, a great pass to his left to Ivan Rakitic. Rakitic inside the box.
Almost.
A chance there for Barca. Interesting to see Suarez passing to his left instead of his right.
Yeah.
Because to his right was Lionel Messi.
Oh my gosh.
Barca winning back again. Great anticipation there by Clement Langlais.
It was Langlais.
It was Langlais, yes. Coutinho, Alba. Suarez inside the box. Taking a rest inside the box. Not caring at all that he was in an offside position.
Or that the ball could have maybe been crossed to him at some point.
Now,
he's like, I need a breather.
Baldua must clear the ball away. Give a throw in. Here is the forward run by
Leo.
Suarez.
What's
And
with it?
Leo
Look at
is
Leo.
over on his right.
Throwing his hand
Suarez
up in the air as well.
passed the ball to his left to Rakitic.
Yeah.
Rakitic hit the wrong side of the net there. And you saw Messi going.
Yeah. Suarez will be transferred to another team.
He's like, am I not your friend? What's going on?
Exactly.
Here is Rakitic. We know that Suarez and Messi are best of friends. Not to worry.
Not to worry. Yeah.
They always come to Camp Nou together. In the same
And they
car.
share
Suarez picks
Mate.
Messi up.
You
know this,
with the same drink.
With the same drink.
Mate.
Mate.
Mm-hmm.
Langlais. Over to the right is Arturo Vidal. Semedo making a run forward, but the ball goes to Sergio Busquets. Now Busquets finds Semedo. There he is. Semedo trying to move forward. He is fouled. Pulled down to the ground, and that is a potential opportunity for Barca. With a set piece from the right-hand side of the field. Great little move there by Semedo to try to get away from Muñoz, and there he was trying to tug him down.
I thought he was going to break your shirt.
Here is Messi, who's going to cross the ball inside. Final 10 minutes of the game. Barca 2, Real Sociedad 1. Chance at the set piece here for Barca. Messi's going to cross it in from the right-hand side. Oh, and Vidal at the far post.
Oh, that went really far.
It's a goal kick for Real Sociedad. A chance for Arturo Vidal, who had to provide the acrobatic finish there. I don't think he was expecting the ball to go far. And it was a great chance for him. Rubén Pardo got a touch on it with his head.
Played him on side, right? All right,
there is the opportunity for Vidal. Seeing a replay of Real Sociedad's goal. It was a great pass. It's a great goal. It's a great goal. Good run by Juanmi. Pass, I think, was by Mikel Merino. Here's Busquets. Forward pass, which is headed away. Barca win the ball back. Here is Jordi Alba. Coutinho. Coutinho runs forward down that left flank. Comes to a halt, surrounded by 2 Real Sociedad players. Can he get anything positive out of this? It is a goal kick for Real Sociedad.
Is it Malcolm time now?
I'm not sure. I mean, I can see a Barca player warming up. I can't quite see who it is.
But yeah, you're right. There is a player out. But you know, with 8 minutes left and the kind of game it is, it's any player that comes on now, I wouldn't expect to have a major impact. Yeah.
Vidal with an interception there.
That's who you're going to take out to put Malcolm in.
Yeah, true.
Things are tight at the moment at the Camp Nou.
Can you imagine?
Let us know what you're thinking. Let us know where you're watching from. Final minutes of the game. Barca going to win this one. If we win this one, it's 6 points that we need to win La Liga title. We could potentially even win it on Wednesday. If this ends in a win and we win on Tuesday, we could win the league without playing on Wednesday if Atletico de Madrid lose to Valencia. Here is...
Wait, with 6 matches left to play.
No.
After this.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, and if we win this, we just need 6 points.
Yeah,
We
okay.
need 6 points. But if Atletico lost...
If they lose, right.
We win.
Claro.
Then it will be.
Yeah.
I'm actually hoping that we can win it by playing. So win it at the Camp Nou next Saturday.
During the match
against
center.
Levante. If we win today, if we win against Alaves and we win against Levante, that surely gives us the league. And, oh, wait a minute, here's a chance for Real Sociedad inside the box. So Oyarzabal trying to create some space for himself. Barca's defense a bit scrappy there, but they managed to clear the ball away. Juanmi. Real Sociedad looking to create an opportunity for the equaliser. Ball played out to the left, the cross by Munoz. Headed up in the air by Langley. Now headed away by Jordi Alba. Rakitic trying to put some pressure on the Real Sociedad players, but the away side still managed to keep possession. Now Munoz again down the left-hand side. Cross inside, looking for Willian Jose and Oyarzabal again. Alba gets there first. Piqué is going to try and clear. Busquets over to Arturo Vidal. I think that Barca a bit chilled at the moment. They look like they are. Here is Suarez now.
Oh, here
great
we go.
little pass, Lionel
on,
Messi.
Leo.
Vidal down the middle. Messi into the middle. Messi can't find space to shoot.
You wanted
The
that
ball
goal.
is taken away from him. On the edge of the box. He was unselfish in previous actions, not here.
Anybody else but Messi would have done that. It would have gotten a couple of words thrown his direction, but Messi's all.
Well, he was going for his trademark goal.
Of course.
A little drive into the middle.
Yeah.
Curler into the far right.
Yeah.
Or far left, sorry.
But he had a couple of passing options.
He did have a couple of passing. But how many times have we seen him score that kind of goal with several passing options?
Yeah, that's true.
5 minutes remaining. Willian Jose. Valdua on the right. Oh, he finds space to cross it inside. Alba has to dive in. It's a corner kick for Real Sociedad. It's getting a bit
spicy, huh?
Spicy, yes.
A little,
find the word.
Hot under the collar.
Okay, Robert, I think you should explain again what happens next week if we win and then Atletico. Because people are a bit confused here.
I include myself because there's 5 matches.
There's 5 matches.
Don't think of it as 5 matches.
But that's 15 points. That's 15 points. Maximum 15 points.
Yeah. Okay, so maximum 15 points. We need 9 of those points.
Yeah.
But if Atletico lose in their next game, that means we only need 6, which is today and Alaves.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. But you still have... how many points behind is Atletico? I'm confused.
Wait a minute, because Barca...
No, 9.
9 points.
Counter-attack. Here is...
Okay, so obviously
then...
Suarez. Sí. Claro.
Out to Lionel Messi. We'll let them know, the fans, when we can win the league. As soon as this transition is over, the cross by Arturo Vidal, a bit too much power on it. Coutinho's going to run for it over on the other side, but he can't get to it. Okay, so...
It makes sense.
If everyone wins everything, so that means Barca wins everything, Atletico means everything, we would win the league next Saturday against Levante.
Yeah.
because we need 9
3
points.
wins away right now, yeah.
We're 3 wins away right now. If we count this one, we need 2 more.
Yep.
Okay, so that would be today against Real Sociedad, Tuesday against Alaves, and Saturday against Levante. The only way we can win it before that is if we win today, if we beat Alaves, and then Atletico drop their 3 points if they lose against Atletico de Madrid, because that means you no longer need 9, you need only 6.
100%.
And you would have already won those.
Yeah, exactly.
So that would mean there is a chance that we could win this on Wednesday without having to play. The earliest we can win the league is Wednesday. If we win today and we win against Alaves and Atletico lose against Valencia, if they draw, they're still in it.
Yep, yep.
Then we would move on to Saturday, which would be the next opportunity for us.
Yep.
Now, Gerard Piqué was making a run forward. Got his head to it, and I think he then crashed into William Jose. 2 minutes remaining, plus added time. Oh, William Jose with his boot up in the air, and I hit the forehead of Gerard Piqué.
I think.
You went black.
Oh, it's all gone black behind me. Here is Jordi Alba. Suarez, Coutinho on the edge. Can he shoot? The shot by Coutinho, deflected. Corner kick for Barça. We're back.
Yeah.
Back. Okay, so minute and a half remaining. 2-1.
What a game.
Can we score this corner kick and then end this?
Please.
Messi with the final say, maybe.
If we scored, you
by
would
Felipe
have
Coutinho
this
from the left-hand
right.
side. Here comes the
Your
cross by
prediction,
Coutinho.
right?
Arturo Vidal with the header, which goes the wrong way. And I think Coutinho's offside there. Oh no, he's not. Yeah, he is. So Vidal with the header there, but it went straight back to Felipe Coutinho. How much time do you think is going to be added on? How much time do you think is going to be added on?
1 minute.
Yeah.
1 minute.
Please.
I think
for some reason I don't think so.
I think it'll be
No, 3. I would say 2.
3 or 4. There's the opportunity now for Arturo Vidal, who's now taken off.
Okay, no.
And who is going to be replacing him? I think it's Carlos Alañá.
There you go. Get some minutes, son. Yeah.
There he is.
Show us what you can do.
Oh no, it's Sergi Roberto.
Yeah.
Sorry, Sergi Roberto. So
I'm surprised though he didn't have more minutes today. I thought he would come, I don't know, like 10, 15 minutes today.
yes, it is unusual that a player like Sergi Roberto would be brought on in these dying moments of the game.
Yeah.
But anyway, there was a third substitution that could be made, and that is what Valverde did. Arturo Vidal taken off, Roberto brought on, and it's 4 minutes of added time.
We don't even get 4 minutes in like Champions League.
Here's Muñoz, Real Sociedad with the ball. They're going to look for the equalizer. Clearance by Gerard Piqué, Busquets, Sergio Roberto, back to Busquets, back heel to Lionel Messi. Good football by Barca now. Sergio Roberto in midfield. Barca keep that possession alive. No, they can't. It's a throw into Real Sociedad.
Okay, guys, good news. Sarah Salapor is here.
Hi, Sarah.
Hi, Sarah.
Hi, Sarah.
Asking why, Diego, aren't you eating popcorn?
I guess you only just tuned in, Sarah. That's about. We talked about why. You should know why. I'm not gonna answer.
Diego's been stuffing his face with popcorn all week, and he's taking a break today. Even though he knew he was coming on the show. Oh, wait a minute. Here's a forward move by Real Sociedad. Cleared away by Gerard Piqué.
Yeah, me and Julia are doing the popcorn eating now.
I'm not eating that much
Not
today.
even that much.
I'm on a
No,
strike.
I've
It's
that
just
much.
you, Sam.
What's going on?
No, I've not eaten that much.
Well,
I've been
in
more
fact,
into
these
the sweets.
popcorn bowls are fairly full.
I'm on a strike because then when I get home, people keep telling me I've eaten lots of popcorn.
And you know what? I
Like-
have a chewing gum in as well. I don't know what to do with it.
Oh, okay.
So you've had it like 2 hours.
Yeah.
God.
had it for a long
Lovely.
It's like a rock now, right?
Okay, the ball passed back to Geronimo Rulli. Barca trying to move players forward. Langley heads it away. Busquets with the challenge. Rakitic, Busquets. Scrappy football in midfield. Rakitic again. The ball goes out to Felipe Coutinho, who tries a forward pass to
and
Suarez. He's going to run for it, but the defender gets there first. Here's Rudy. Munoz over on the left. Real Sociedad try to play it forward. That was William Jose in his own half now. Trying to come back and initiate things for Real Sociedad. The Wayside still in possession.
Well, he just came on.
It just came on, yeah.
There is Coutinho with an interception throw in for Real Sociedad. A minute and a half left. A little bit nervous now.
Stop.
Oh,
wow.
You're
gonna
by the
jinx.
Real Sociedad players. Good interception by Clement Langley to win it back, and now Barca would do well to keep possession. Here is Lionel Messi, who can't control the ball. Real Sociedad win it back. There's Ruben Pardo. William Jose, forward pass, which is going to go into the hands of Marc-Andre ter Stegen.
There's one thing you have to know, and that is the curse of the commentator is a very real thing. So
it is.
Please.
Yeah.
And that is not just specific for you.
I know. How many times have we heard commentators
so often
say things that haven't happened and then they happen?
Yeah.
Well, in fact, Sam, or what was it, right before Barca's goal, someone said something and it happened.
And it happened, yeah. Well, no, it was Julie.
I did a substitution. I said.
Oh, you did a substitution
Yeah.
as well, didn't you?
Yeah.
There is Marc-Andre ter Stegen once again picking the ball up. 35 seconds remaining now. We need this to be
30
over.
more
We
seconds
need this
of
win
me
to count.
Chewing the same chewing gum that I have been for the past 30 seconds.
Here is ter Stegen, forward ball. Langley gets his face to it. Real Sociedad win it back, and this could be a final push for them, a final opportunity. The Wayside in possession. What are they going to make of it? Busquets putting on some pressure, and that pass goes out for a throw-in, and that is how the game ends. Real Sociedad lose possession. Final whistle, final result. Barca 2, Real Sociedad 1. The goals by Clement Langley and Jordi Alba. Unlikely scorers today in what was not the best of games, but still a win is a win. 6 points away from La Liga title.
So you know, it was what we tend to say a scrappy game.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, like we say, two defenders. It was difficult.
It was
in some senses, but we got there. We got the job done, and now we move on to Alaves. We move on from there, and
exactly. Next game is on Tuesday. One win closer to La Liga.
Yeah, I think the game on Tuesday will be really interesting because Alaves is the team that's still in the running for overachieving and reaching an incredible or unthinkable objective for them. So I think with regards to this match, it's job done. You know, what conclusions can you really take out of a match where really the side that had to play for something was Barça, but it was hard for them to really get into a match after playing so many minutes, intense minutes against Man U in the Champions League. So let's give it a pass. Not the most entertaining of matches, but the 3 points, which is the most important thing, coming from two defenders that you know had their moment to shine today.
Yeah, I agree. In the end, we needed those 3 points, which is what we're getting.
Yeah.
And now I think we have to look forward to the following games. Now Alaves and Messi scoring hat-trick and getting to the 600.
Exactly. No, we'll have to wait. We'll have to wait for those Lionel Messi goals. Maybe on Tuesday.
Maybe on Tuesday.
Hopefully.
Maybe on Tuesday.
And if not on Saturday.
Close in the Champions League record as well. Isn't he close to 50 goals or something in the Champions League?
I'm not sure right now.
I believe so.
I don't know.
Anyway, this is all that we have time for. No. It's all that we have time for. There's not much to talk about. 3 important points. Barca get a very important win against Real Sociedad at Camp Nou. 2 more wins to go, and we win La Liga. The next one will be on Tuesday. Hopefully a win. Definitely a game on Tuesday. At Mendizorroza. Yeah, definitely tune in. We'll be here with Sam, with Diego. Julia, unfortunately, you won't be with us.
I'm so sorry.
Anyway, we'll be here at the Match Center Studios against Alaves on Tuesday. I want to thank all of you very much. Julia, Diego, Sam, thanks for being here today and witnessing another Barca win. One that gets us, as I say, closer to La Liga title. And For today, this is all we have time for. Thank you very much for watching, and goodbye.